podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Nigga acts about me, I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
12 years. I never expected it to turn out like this. TheBoxingVoice.com. Shout out to the community, man. I appreciate y'all.
What's happening, people?
Info Joe, Los Angeles, in the building.
Adrian, the problem wrong, the man from the frozen tundra.
Keem, straight out of Florida.
Liz Lowe, Decatur, Georgia.
You already know what it is. It's the Queen, Martha K, Detroit, stand up.
David Maldonado, New York City. Yo, Nuts, don't cut me off, man. Don't cut me off.
King Amin of Essex, catch me for them championship rounds.
Big Superman, Plainview, Texas.
Davidian in Buffalo. God bless you all.
In Jesus' name.
Without Chai, it ain't nothing. Without the callers, it ain't nothing, man.
Bad Girl, TKO, San Diego, California.
Big Fish, Vegas, Palm Beach, Florida.
Intrigue, the Incredible, straight out the ATL. James Benitez, Huntsville, Alabama. It ain't hating, it's just the truth.
Show Kid, Mount Vernon, New York, suckers.
SDS Promotions.
Coach Mide from London, UK.
Checking in from Tennessee, it's Lethal James, P-A-Y-N-E. It's lethal.
Line 6 Reed, just spreading that boots gospel.
Bo from Bama, only in America.
Well, I'm a true attestation to the American dream.
King Born, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. You heard? 4 chicken wings and french fries, breakfast of champions. Let's get to it.
JT, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Stuff like that.
Yo, TVV, this Coach J-Mac. New Orleans, Louisiana, 504, baby.
What have you?
C. Y. E.
California. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for some.
This is the #1 pound for pound and 2-division champion, Marvin the Tank Furman from Dallas, Texas.
LV Southern, from DC to Stunt City, Bomb Squad.
Brandon Maurice, a.k.a. the AJ Trucking, straight out of Cincinnati, baby.
Madbat 100, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Chick Chickarelli, Hollywood, California.
Louis Reyes, Boston, Mass. Yo, drop that SDS shit,
This
son.
message was brought to you by SDS Promotions.
The voice of the people. There is no equal. You can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. TheBoxingVoice.com.
As I always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBD for life. If you ain't on Patreon, that's because you're stupid.
BoxingVoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body
Production.
punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him, actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the 4th round on?
BoxingVoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time. Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
Bivol Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready.
Are you with me?
BoxingVoice.com. You seen what he did on Facebook, right?
Listen, I'm gonna make a motherfucking emoji like this, look.
Bivol Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
All the guys want. I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather.
It was born to fight.
My life has always been a fight. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
You don't think you're being overly critical to a guy that took a body shot and didn't go down?
There's no question. That's just my style. My style is to dominate. I want to get the guy. I want to stop the guy. You know, my motto is man down.
BoxingVoice.com.
Why you mad?
I'm not saying the man can't take body shots. Wait for motherfucking March. We're gonna take this shit to the limit.
BoxingVoice.com. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Coming to you live from Florida, baby. We made it. Yes, sir. That's why I wasn't here Friday, man. We had to relocate for a little bit. You know, change the weather, change the scenery, get that beautiful Florida sun, and just be happy with life, man. I hope you guys are happy. I hope you guys had a great time watching the fights this weekend. I did see some of the undercards, and some of my Billy fell asleep, woke up, watched the Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith, and that's really what we're here to talk about, man. Callum Smith doing what he does and not being able to come up with that win, but I was very impressed, man. That's why you see in my title, I says, Artur Beterbiev demolishes very game Smith. Bivol Showdown next, right? Because, you know, Callum was very game in this fight. You know what I mean? I think that he showed people levels to his game. He showed people that he's got some good heart, right? He's got some good technical skills. He can loop that right hand around anyone's high guard. You know, his heart. He's able and willing to get in there and bang with the biggest puncher in boxing or in his division, right? I mean, this guy is a undefeated knockout puncher and fighter. No, you know what I mean? Like, Beterbiev is what they said he was. We were hoping that he would get old in this fight. And by hoping, I mean, the only way you can see him losing is him getting old in this fight. And that was not the case. Now, in round two, I think that Callum did his best work, and I believe that he set up the blueprint. I don't know if we've seen this before, but he was hurt to the body, very hurt to the body with a 6-7 that Callum threw. He countered that too, right? So Beterbiev threw something, and Callum countered with the 6 uppercut, boop, 7 uppercut, and all to the body. And then you seen Beterbiev take a step back. Take a step back and retreat, reset, start to use his jab after a few seconds. So you can tell that because he let a few seconds go by, he obviously was affected by that body shot. But the man is just, he's very good at what he does, man. He was mauling Callum and just really beating him up. He's heavy-handed. Even the peppering shots, those were damaging. Those were some damaging blows to Callum, and eventually those things, affected him. I don't know that Bivol can beat Beterbiev, but I do feel that Bivol has better footwork than Callum. Callum didn't give us any pivots whatsoever, man. I mean, 0 pivots, none. I wish he would have, but he didn't. And I think that Bivol will give us pivots. I think that Bivol will give us, better footwork and utilize the ring. Now, that was a small ring. It was just a small ring, I understand. But that's why the pivots were even more crucial. That's exactly why, I would have loved to see Callum do some pivots to create more space and angles. I don't think that anyone's ever going to hit Beterbiev with the double left hook the way that Callum Smith did. He just has a solid chin, man. I don't know. You have to outpoint this guy, and you're going to have to outwork him, and that's hard, bro. It's going to be a very difficult job. You're going to have to keep banking on age. He's just too heavy-handed of a puncher. He's very defensively sound. Now, again, Callum was able to loop around that high guard, but you're putting yourself in jeopardy. I'm sorry for the dead air, but someone says, Pound for Pound King says, how can I pay to become a member when I try? It says the product is in America, but I have to pay in Australia. What's that mean? Yeah, I mean, they're just going to charge you the conversion. Your dollar, I think, is more, so you'll pay less. That's all that is, bro. You're in a different country, so you have a different currency. They have to charge you Australian for the membership. But appreciate you attempting to become a member. Yeah, man. So shout out to Callum, bro. I do want to see him back. You know, it's unfortunate that, you know, we're gonna see him back off of a loss and hoping that he's game enough. You know, I think that a good fight to make, which is gonna be hard to make, let's be real, would be Anthony Yarde and Callum Smith. And if not Anthony Yarde, because it's Frank Warren, Eddie Hearn, hard to make. But the Sheik followed me. Sheik, I'm hoping that you followed me, not by accident. We keep speaking this into existence. Hopefully you follow because you listen. You already deal with Warren. You already deal with Eddie. Please give us, right now, Callum Smith, Anthony Yarde. That's a big fight. No one even knew they wanted it till I just said it. You can do it for us, Turkey Al Sheik. Thank you. Get that done for us. So if not, Anthony Yarde, then we'll take, hold on here. We'll take, where's my screen share? Okay. We'll take this guy whose name I cannot pronounce, but you know what it is. We'll let Jeffrey get to it. Jeffrey!
Radivoj Kalajdzic.
Okay, so that was Jeffrey's sister. Jeffrey's off on Sundays. Radivoj Kalajdzic. That's actually Hot Rod. He dropped Marcus Brown. Good fight with Beterbiev. You know, he lasted maybe 2 rounds less than Callum. Let's see, 5 I think he did with Better. Yep, I'm nice. He did 5 with Beterbiev. He's tough. He's a good fight, and let me tell you, you heard Vadim on the manager interview. Vadim is the manager of Bivol. You heard Vadim. They were considering this guy right here that you see for a pay-per-view option. You heard them. It's on my interview. So if good enough for Bivol, good enough for Callum, good enough for Beterbiev, good enough for Callum, I would like to see Callum return versus Anthony Yarde. If we cannot get Yarde, because Yarde is number 4. If we can't get Yarde, then we'll take Hot Rod. But I would prefer Yarde. He's coming back. Looks like he's getting a tune-up in February 10th, and that's at the Copper Box, so it's definitely tune-up status. They're going to, you know, maybe main event him. That's a good fight, and he lasted 8. That's 1 round more than Callum. So, you know, all common opponents, all that makes sense. Let me get a hands up over there on Twitter. Make sure everything is working good. I am in my secondary studio, chilling in this Las Vegas. Oh, no, excuse me. Chilling in this Florida sun. But, yeah. So let me get like a high five or something in case I need to reset. You know how it is. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it don't on Twitter Spaces. But it says everything is a go. Blog Talk is open as well. And I'm just waiting I might get Amin on to get his thoughts. If not, we could open up the line. Discord is rocking and rolling for anybody that wants to call in and voice their opinion on this weekend's fights. You know, Mabili looked good, man. Like I said, oh, let me make sure I'm not still screen sharing, which I am. Damn, that means I went everywhere. Ah! I always screen share way too much, but it's all good. It's all good. Discord is rocking and rolling, and we are here for anybody that wants to call in, voice their opinion on this weekend's fights. I got the Mabili playing in the background. His style, bro, we all know he's not going to go to a David Morrell, and he's too wide. You know, someone's going to pick him apart. He puts everything into everything, though. He's a fun fighter. You know, these guys are made for television. Okay, Donnie, damn, you called that? That's what's up. Seventh round. I hope you put some money on that. But yeah, man, Mabili's style is definitely a style we need on television. It would be good to get him in there with some names. You know, this guy Murdoch, he wasn't it. You know what I mean? He just wasn't it. But let me go ahead and share this link around here on my Discord and stuff. I should have just started late versus trying to start on time because I wasn't really truly ready. That's why hence the the three intros I had to play, you know what I mean? I had to just make sure everything was working. It's a totally different setup. But I do like this. I mean, this is my most powerful computer. So usually we never get issues when I'm on this setup at all, especially when we're using Discord. Like, we really never get issues. This is just a beast, you know. Kind of like Beterbiev, man. Kind of like Beterbiev. You know, the fight to make is obviously Bivol Turkey Sheik wants to make that. Let's see, does he get it done and give us that fight? But again, hopefully Bivol has better footwork than Callum. You just ain't going to beat Bivol with shitty footwork, you know? Yeah, Murdoch is tough, but limited. Tough but limited, you know? And I'm just cutting back to an earlier conversation about Mabili and Murdoch and them needing to put them in with better opponents, and reading a live chat here from Kai, I guess, or Kajin, I don't know. Kai Jin. But Murdoch was tough, but just limited, not skilled enough, you know, not on that level. But phone lines are open for those that want to call. We're going to go to them now, so feel free. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Discord also available for those that want to use Discord or Twitter Spaces. Remember, you do have to request. And, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see. What am I missing here? Well, oh, yes. Bear with me. Yo, traveling always knocks you out of whack, right? You're like forgetting certain things.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Very important. Rating us on iTunes is very important. That's how we remain #1 internationally. Millions of people use iTunes and Spotify. That is definitely building traction. So rate us on Spotify as well. And don't forget to subscribe, man. Let me see. Obviously, I had a few days off here traveling. So where are we with our subscribers? You know, we're trying to get to this goal, and I need your guys' help, of course. Looks like we're at 187,689. So definitely, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. That's going to help with the visibility of the show, and it'll put this episode in the eyes of boxing fans that don't know we're here twice a day, Monday through Friday, talking boxing on TBV. Let's go out to Anthony in ATL. What up, champ?
What it do?
We only 7
What up,
hours away,
champ?
man. What up?
Yo, only. You right there, gang. Hey, man, I really enjoyed seeing Beterbiev put on the show. You know, a lot of people like to just talk about his power, you know, but what I noticed was his jab. You know, his jab was really on point. You know, that's
Fucking
a nightmare,
power
man.
driver,
That's
bro.
a real. That's a nightmare, man. Like, cause whenever you see these big punchers, it's like, well, you know, he can't do this, he can't do that, but this dude can box. Like, how do you beat him? I mean, I know how to beat him. It's the Usyk style, you know, straight lefts and get the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? But it can only happen for so long. You know, you can only stay out of the way for so long. I mean, I rated Callum Smith. He showed up. That wasn't a bad Callum Smith. He wasn't trying to get knocked out. And he still did, you know, and thank God for Buddy McGirt. You know, some other trainers maybe would have let him keep getting his ass whooped, but not Buddy. You know, we said it before. He was getting the ring. He wasn't finna, you know, let nothing else happen. And it was the right stoppage. And I feel like Dimitri Bivol, you know, I don't know if he's really gonna sign his contract. That's a nightmare, my boy. Can he beat him? Yes, but he's got to be, you know, perfect. Like, I don't see any openings here. Unless you're going to knock him out. You know, outboxing this dude, staying away from 12 rounds, good luck. Good freaking luck. Everybody from light heavyweight, cruiserweight, I don't want to see him at heavyweight, but anything below that, you're in trouble. So he put on the show, man. That jab was outstanding. He's an assassin, you know. Co-main, that was in Billy, right? Is he in, by the way, why did it take so much time? Like, in between, it was like, oh, up next. And then they like, actually, it's in Billy after like a 30-minute break. You know what I'm saying? Why is there so much? Did a fight fall off, or like, what am I missing here? You know, what's the point of that? Why are we waiting 45 minutes?
I'm gonna be real. I couldn't tell you because it's like I said, I didn't watch Mabili live. I fell asleep like as soon as that shit started, and then I woke up to watch the Callum. I watched that dude Matthew though. I like him. I actually like him.
Yeah, he looked good.
He was. He was a prospect, obviously, but definitely did his thing.
Shoot, get on the ground floor now, champ. You know what I'm saying? Get on the ground floor. You know. Just collect that little bit of stock while it's low, and then it's gonna bloom. It's gonna be worth a lot more money later on. Like, remember I told you? You know. So that's how it go. But I want to see Billy in there with somebody, you know, with a pulse, please. You know what I'm saying? Is that too much to ask? You know, is that too much to ask? You call him for a Canelo fight.
But who would you like? Because I think they're going to be very selective just because of the style. He puts so much into his shots. So, you know, any good counterpuncher, or decent, should I say, any decent counterpuncher is going to – they're going to
light him on fire?
I mean, I don't know, because you still got to deal with his punching power. You understand what I'm saying? You still got to deal with what's coming at you. But listen, Ant, let me get to King What it do, champ?
Florida Ness. You know you're gonna you can't keep doing this to people. They're gonna love this right here. They love you from that captain seat, champ.
Hey yo, I'm happy out here, man. I don't know. This is I just feel better out here. I gotta redo this studio so I'm even more happier. But it is what it is. What up?
Hey, apparently and Billy's stock is up. I hear that's what people chirping about.
I mean, he looks so limited to me. I'm still watching it because this is the one I fell asleep on. But he's so like, and I feel like anybody that's tight, boom, catch, shoot, or 1-2 down the pipe. Like, he is so wide. Look, it's like, and it's like, yo, that caveman shit ain't gonna work with real fighters. Not in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But he's strong, right? So that's the appeal. Can the boxer outbox him, and can Mabili, run somebody over. I don't know. While you talk, I'm going to look up rankings and see, because I know they're going to be very selective because of the capabilities and the limitations that he has. So I would say
I got a guy.
I think they will never fight Pacheco until it's a big fight. And he's only he's a contender, right? Has he beat a former champ? I don't know.
No, not yet.
But he's ranked under Mabili on certain sanctions. A fun fight. This is not what I'm saying is going to prove who Mabili is, but a fun fight is for Golden Boy to do a co-promotion or a one-off with Aya the Tiger, Beck the Bully, Malakuliev versus Mabili. You might get 3 of them because it's going to be so fun. You might want the rematch, then the rematch might go to the loser and not the winner, and now you got to have a triple, a trilogy. But the guy that I think they should stay away from would be Plant with his tank issues. Can he stay off of? Can he keep Mabili off him?
I think that's the
I'm going to
direction.
say definitely David Morrell.
Stay away from.
Yeah, and Evic Eric. Bazianin, he's a good boxer. What you think? Can he stay away from Mabili? He's Canadian, so he might be, not good enough to stay off that. You stay away from that pressure, but he's a good boxer.
Yeah, I think I might sound like a hater, Ness, but I know a guy that Mbili's, a great matchup for, because you said, what was the word you used to describe him? You said
limited.
Limited. And the first person I think of when you say the word limited?
Edgar.
Oh, yes, you already know, sir.
They ain't doing that fight. Bro, Edgar could get knocked out. Bro, Edgar got dropped by who? Angulo? Who dropped him? You remember? I don't know. Somebody dropped him, but you can't do that fight. You got to get Edgar a little more seasoned.
But we're talking about 2 guys trying to see what they're made of.
I think Edgar's a bigger puncher. I know people going to think I'm crazy, but you could see Mabili you'll see the shoulder before you see the fucking punch. He's like, ugh, because he's trying to put everything into it. I think Edgar's more natural. I don't know. And Mabili misses big. Edgar definitely has the pedigree. We could say what we want, but Edgar came up with the Shakurs. He came up with all the great amateurs. He was in all them pictures. He won. We seen him sparring the 54 kid from out here.
Lubin?
Yes. Yeah, he got dropped, but he spawned that elk. He spawned people cut from that cloth. I don't know, man. That's a good-ass fight, but it's it ain't big enough for Edgar. It's too much danger for Edgar. What do they bring to the table other than offering Edgar money out there? Now, if Edgar want to go out there the way that Adonis and Boutte and some others used to bring people, John Pascal, they used to bring people from America to Canada because they were, that big. If Mabili can do that, then I can't say no to Edgar, but outside looking in, it's that's a lot of danger for Edgar. I mean, low risk too. Low risk.
I think it's actually I think it's high risk because you mentioned that built-in marketability. Now, people might not know, but New York, that area, we travel up to Canada. Montreal is about the same distance going to North Carolina, so it depends on what you're in the mood for. It's very easy to travel to Toronto or Montreal. That being said, I think we need this fight for both fighters because we want to see where they're at. And I think this is the perfect fight for Edgar if he's from that ilk and he's learned anything from that experience. This is the fight for him to try and separate himself and prove people like me wrong. All right. I think in Billy he can present
champ, but this dude got Canelo on the forefront. Then he got a business savvy. Yeah, but then he's got a manager that got Jacobs Canelo already. You know what I mean? So he's looking at it like
possibility.
Not even possibility. He's just looking at bigger things. I don't know how we convince Edgar Berlanga, whose biggest name is Damon Nicholson. How do you convince him to take M. Billy? Or
Easy.
Billy, M. Billy, whatever the
You know
fuck.
what? You know what, Edgar? I heard this kid in Billy, he might get Canelo. You know, you've been trying to get Canelo. If either, because you know Canelo ain't gonna fight Benavidez. So one of y'all might have a better chance.
I mean, you might convince Edgar of that, but ain't no way you convincing the manager to believe that M. Billy's getting Canelo. Even though they were saying that shit on the telecast, why were they saying that? Like, how do they
just fought Jermell Charlo 150? He'd fight a guy whose punches he can see coming that will give him the ability to showcase some of his shit.
But what does M. Billy, that's what I'm saying, my brother. What does M. Billy bring to the table? This Canelo's gonna waste a date with him. That's a waste of a date. Like, he ain't gonna make the same gate.
It ain't Benavidez. And who is it? Because that didn't answer another conversation.
But, okay, so you saying M. Billy gets a shot once he gets past Munguia, because as long as Munguia's out there, easy hanging, low hanging fruit, big name, Mexican, rival, they can make money with Munguia. So why am I going to M. Billy? I just don't understand. Like, M. Billy has to be the last option. It's like, ooh, it's either Morrell, Benavidez. Okay, we going M. Billy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it. Can you stop with the in and out?
I guess I'm slighted, or I guess jaded by the view, because I'm seeing, and I know, like you said, Munguia is that bargaining chip. He's the maybe the undesirable chick that still has a play for the prom. You know what I mean? Because Canelo could easily pull him in and I guess satisfy the fans. And
I guess is that you're just a better boxing fan than me and most. You don't care about the business and where you're from and all that. I just like to live in reality, and I feel like Canelo's team ain't looking at that. But I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, because remember, they looked at guys like Callum and Ryder and Rocky. So none of that is far from M. Billy, right? Like, Callum is more skilled and maybe just as powerful. And I feel like his stock went up. If you came in talking about M. Billy's stock went up. I think Callum's went up. I think he fought game. I don't know if you were listening because you were not on, but I would love your thoughts on Anthony Yarde versus Callum. I know it's tough to make, but I think that Turki Al-Sheikh could do it, since Frank Warren rocks with Turki and Eddie already does. Those are the two promoters of both fighters. That's really a good fight I would like. What's your thoughts on Callum? Did his stock go up? And his return fight, what would you like to see? And obviously my, option of Anthony being that return fight.
Great fight. And I think the common denominator is the greatness of Beterbiev, because as it's looking, maybe Anthony Yarde performed the best. I don't want to jump out the window. I kind of remember Marcus Brown's performance a little bit. I want to say he was doing a little bit good, but I want to say Anthony Yarde probably did the best of all the Beterbiev opponents. And him,
he certainly lasted 8, and Callum only 7, Hot Rod only 5. So, yeah.
And I think he switched gears even when some people thought he was a limited fighter. Yarde, that is. He did some things that, forced Beterbiev to want to get him up out of there. He couldn't really cruise. And he made it a competitive fight. And you can go back and look at that. But I say all that to say, Yarde definitely, him and Smith would definitely be a great fight, because they both have that season, and I'd be curious to see what kind of experience they bring in there against each other, coming back, off of losses to Beterbiev. So yeah, that's a great fight. And again, the greatness of Beterbiev, he raises the stock of guys who are willing to face the challenge, and both of those guys did that, and here they are with some, some residual cachet, if you will. So I like those fights. I love that.
Yeah. Now, my secondary option, if you can't give me Anthony Yarde and Callum because, that's a big fight domestically, pay-per-view, and all the bullshit, Hot Rod versus Callum.
Yeah, that's not a bad fight.
Damn, why was you so reluctant at first? You like,
No, nah, I had to remember who Hot Rod was. I had to cycle through it. When you said Hot Rod, first thing came to my mind was Rod Salka. So I had to just make sure I had my boxing hat on correctly. But nah, that's a good fight. Definitely.
Damn, man said Rod Salka. We ain't heard that shit in a minute. What's up with Salka these days, bro? He went OD, put the brick wall on his shorts. He went straight hill. I remember Salka. That's crazy. And still got knocked out. What was that? To Francisco Vargas KO'd his ass, was it? For that shit? Crazy, man. So did you watch the Canadian Matthew? Last name Matthew?
I like him.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Let me talk a little bit about that kid.
Yeah.
He reminded me a little bit of Chris Eubank Jr., both good and bad.
Really?
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't see.
and when
I'm not here to interrupt. I ain't see much Eubank Jr., but I will listen.
No, what I mean by that is I see a naturally athletic guy. He is athletic as all hell. But again, he's a prospect. So what I saw was just some of that the wide punches and kind of leaning it. But he was in there to get some rounds and to go the distance and show what he can do. Very sound defensively. He stayed on the phone and I saw him catching a lot of punches. But he was entertaining. I like that he took risks to make the fight entertaining, despite the fact it was a showcase. So when I use the comparison to Chris Eubank, I just look at, when I see, I didn't want to put him that high up there, but maybe it's a little bit more comparable. Maybe I could say a little bit of Ben Whitaker, but I don't want to, just start showering too much. But Ben Whitaker, when I talk about a gifted puncher that can punch from all angles and he takes risks to make the fight entertaining. Eubank takes risks because he kind of needs to shore up certain things, but I believe more Whitaker and Matthew, should he continue to develop in this way, they will be very entertaining fighters.
Yeah, I was impressed with Matthew. Definitely would like to see him back, but I know that we won't. This was an entire Eye of the Promotions card that was televised by ESPN, and then there's obviously because Beterbiev is with Mark Ramsey. Eye of the Tiger works closely with mostly all of Mark Ramsey's fighters. So, they were able to do this. Fucking, did you see that Bob was there and Carl Moretti? They were super into this fight, too. Let me tell you, I think that they thought more of Callum than we did. I never seen Bob Aramolaz bobbing and weaving more than I did last night. And I mean bobbing and weaving around motherfuckers, because he's like, him and Moretti like so focused. Yo, that shit was crazy to watch the two of them so focused on that fight. Moretti obviously way more than Bob with the movement, showing his excitement, but they were there. They were there. That's important. Bob doesn't travel much, so shout out to Beterbiev, brought the old man out.
And you mentioned about Matthew and the Eye of the Tiger Promotions. I think he has a brother as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I believe he has a brother as well. And you can see they also have a lot of their fights televised on ESPN Plus. So if you're looking to follow them or some of the other guys, or even the women's boxing that was on that card, Layla Baldon, you can catch those guys on Eye of the Tiger Promotions on ESPN Plus. That's how you get sturdy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man. So, is Bivol the guy? Because, first of all, what do you think about my assessment that in order to beat Beterbiev, you're going to need to pivot? I will say, like Tank did in Cruz fight, like Haney did in Regis fight. I don't know. People say that. I got to go back and watch it. Maybe I should put some highlights right now of Canelo and Bivol. They say he used... I don't remember it, but I mean, I'm gonna see now. But they say Bivol did well with Canelo in terms of pivoting. I didn't think that. I thought he was going straight back a lot, just doing the 1-2-1, keeping Canelo off of him, not necessarily pivoting. But do you think that's what's gonna be necessary in order to? Because that's what Callum didn't do. He went straight back, leaned on ropes, straight back, leaned on ropes. So eventually, the puncher hits you. But if you're turning, that will be more difficult. So I'm just curious.
And the jab, and I think the pivot that most people might be referring to in the Canelo bout was when he was, keeping the jab out there and turning it and creating some space. Now, obviously, it's easy to say. It's going to be very difficult to do against Beterbiev, but yeah, that's going to be the key to victory. He's going to have to work that jab and make sure that if Beterbiev is trying to, come in with a right or a lead left or anything like that, he can get out of the way. Because we see Beterbiev, he can land that lead left right over the top of your head, man, and that shit is devastating. I think that's the punch that sets people up before he starts dropping the right on him. And Bivol is going to have to be very careful of that. Does Bivol offer a different style though? Because the last time we seen him out in the Reckoning Day,
how different is he from Callum? Is he better than Callum? Yes, but how different is he from Callum's style?
I don't know. You know what? That's a hard question for me to answer because I haven't seen, of all the boxing I watch, I've only seen Caleb Smith a handful of times. He was in big name fights. And what I saw him do last night, I mean, he was good when he was working. He was doing good going to the body. He was actually getting, Beterbiev to go backward a few times. But, in between, it just seems like if he got caught, then he would lose his momentum, lose his rhythm. So I think Bivol would have to be more intent on being I don't want to say a rhythm style fighter, but just like kind of dancing and bouncing. He gonna have to just box.
I just don't see it. Putting the highlights was probably the worst thing I did. Like, I'm watching Canelo walk him down, granted, people are like, yeah, Ness, but Bivol won. Yeah, but that's also Canelo's power, landing. We talking about Beterbiev, bro. My man's pity pat eventually broke down Callum. Did you see that? I think that was round 4. He's just pity pat. All of a sudden, Callum coming apart. I don't know, man. You can't see he leaning on the ropes with Canelo too. That's what I'm saying. I don't see him pivoting, but I'm only in round 3 highlight. I don't see him pivoting, and he probably didn't need to. Canelo was smaller and not a threat or a threat to him physically. But with Beterbiev though, you can't go straight back because you're gonna be on them ropes, and that's what he wants.
And they had a tiny ring in there last night too, so that's going to be probably something that in the negotiations they're going to have to get that sorted out. Bivol going to want one of them Caleb Plant style rings.
I have no clue what Supermax is texting me. They're throwing me way off, but yeah,
Shout out
man.
to Supermax.
I'm going to go back to the phone lines here. We got some callers. Remember, Discord is available. Twitter Spaces is available. And Discord, rocking out. People's Champ, what up?
Yo, how's my audio? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no issues, man. I'm telling you, I think this computer is just so strong, we don't get Discord issues. But we're going to see. We're going to keep the test going. What up?
Top of the morning, sir.
What's going on, man? What's up, King? How you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Shout
man.
out to
Good
the whole
hear from you, the
TV
People's
community.
Champ.
Man, I'm chilling. Just blessed to see another one. Christian Mabili. I watched them. The only 2 fights I seen was the Mabili fight in the main event. Mabili is one of those guys that you don't have to wonder what you're gonna get out of him. You know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
The style is, cut and dry, come forward. He's gonna be winging hooks. It's like a little buzzsaw, man. Is he flawed? Hell yeah. Is he gonna be a world champion? Probably not, but he's gonna always be in exciting fights, and he's very TV friendly. So I'm gonna always like watching him just for that. Like I said, you can match him up with the pure boxers, your Caleb Plants, your Andres, guys like that, and I would probably pick them to beat him. But man, like you said, you took the words out of my mouth, man. A Beterbiev versus Mabili fight. It'd be like the battle of the widest left hooks. Like, who can throw the fucking widest left hook and shit? So, yeah, that'd be a good matchup for him. Like I said, I don't think the people who represent Mabili are looking to get him in there to win championships and become undisputed. I think he's like a little attraction. You know, they just want to keep putting him in there with opponents kind of tailor-made for his style so he can be excited and get the stoppages and put asses in seats. And that's okay because, like I said, he is fun to watch. But Beterbiev, I had Beterbiev winning by late stoppage. He did it easier than I thought. The dude is more than just a puncher, man. He can box. He has a great jab, good technique, patient. He places his punches well. If you notice, he places that like overhand right on the temple. Like he knows how to place that punch right over right on the temple, over the high guard. Like I've seen, like he's just a really, really good fighter. And the thing that makes him scary is the thing that kind of makes Matias scary. It don't look like they really punching very hard. It don't look like they got a whole lot of, torque on them shots. They look like little arm punches, but you can just see the damage this motherfucker been doing to people like effortlessly. And like my thing is like if you ain't putting a whole lot into those punches, you can punch like that all night without probably getting tired. So he's just gonna break you down. So that motherfucker's scary, man. Like I said, like when you think about Tank and Wilder, most of their power comes from like speed and the explosiveness and the torque they get on their shots. Where this motherfucker, it don't look like he even throwing really hard, just heavy-handed as shit, and he's just breaking you down slowly, like a slow, painful death. That's just, I don't know, man. Beterbiev he's a different animal. Like I said, it's time to make the undisputed fight. It's at the point we clearly know who the two best fighters are in this division. No other fighters will suffice fighting the other. I mean, like, there's nobody Bivol can fight that'll suffice. There's nobody Beterbiev can fight that'll suffice. Like, it's clear these are the two best guys. Boxing needs them to match up and give us that fight. At this point, it's overdue. I don't see what the fuck is holding it up. If they do fight, I do have Bivol edging it out in a close 50-50 fight. I just think the move.
Oh man, that boy, he just ain't. Champ,
he was gonna pay for it.
That was the bell, champ. That was the bell. I was trying to let you get a breath there, but you was like, "Fuck it, we going full throttle." Days, I seen you jumped off. We got William in Seattle. What up?
Hey, hey man, what's going on there?
What up with you?
Man, hey. Beterbiev is my favorite fighter currently. I got him number one pound for pound on my pound for pound list. I think he's gonna run through Bivol. I don't see Bivol beating him. Beterbiev, he's gonna be undisputed champion. I think he's gonna beat. If Canelo goes to 175 or Benavidez go to 175, I think Beterbiev is going to beat both of them. I don't see nobody beating Beterbiev. He's just way too powerful, way too strong. He's my favorite fighter. 20-0, 20 knockouts. Ain't nobody beating that dude, man. Edgar Berlanga is if he go to 175, he's going to get knocked out by Beterbiev too. You know what I mean? None of them dudes is beating Beterbiev, man.
Nah. When we was talking Berlanga, we was talking about for Billy at 68, who the co-main event.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Artur Beterbiev, he's my favorite fighter. He's the best, man. No more pound for pound, and That's the end of my. Oh yeah, that's the end of my call, man.
William, man, have a good day. Thank you for calling in, champ.
Yep.
You the man. Ron Boy Fresh, what it do? Hold up. Let me see. Yo. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you, Mo.
Hey, what's good with you, Slim? Man, I've been consistent for years, Mo. Can't nobody beat Artur, Slim. I've been making good money off Artur for years, all stoppages. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Bivol is going to get the same treatment. But on the Mbilly thing, I think the WBA should order Mbilly versus Morrell. I don't know why we trying to protect fighters or something. I mean, order the fight, keep the 168 division moving. No sense in soon as Benavidez fight Cinnamon, then the WBA need to come right behind that with the winner of Mbilly and Morrell. Order that, keep the division moving, bro. Ain't no sense in over marinating. But Artur is going to end up being probably number three pound for pound fighter before the summer hit. I mean, Artur need to be respected, man. That motherfucker's a killer, son. But that's all I got for you. But Mbilly and
So
Morrell,
you think Mbilly's team is going to adhere to some sort of mandate from the WBA?
No, well, I don't care what they do. I'm saying the fight need to be ordered. Now it's about putting. We're gonna play chicken in a row. Who want the fight? You know what I'm saying? If he don't want to take the fight, then bump him down the rankings. Keep the division moving. But the most logical thing is Mbilly and Morrell need to be ordered by the WBA. And I'm thinking more like, I'll allow Gilberto to make that order. That's the way I'm looking at it. Because I think Mbilly would jump on it. What, he's going to try to wait 2 years and see if he can get a Cinnamon in the ring? What the fuck? Nah, order the fights, man. You dig? But that's my point on that.
All right. Yeah, I don't see why Al wouldn't allow that to happen. I don't see him
Well, I don't know. Hold up. Are we sure he want to go to purse bid? It's a lot of reasons why he don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look, like you said.
Yeah,
you
but
know
even still,
think about
it. Think about it. The problem is the dude we talking about, he could win.
Yeah.
He could win on the road or he could win at home. So Al don't got to go to purse bid. When you got a good fighter, you'll win it on purse bid because you want to promote it. But if you got a good fighter, if you lose, he's still bringing it back home.
Yeah, no. I think David Morrell stops him in Billy. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to keep the division moving. You dig what I'm telling you? Order the fights, man. Try to keep the shit moving, man. Ain't no sense in over-marinating that shit at 68 and wondering where we trying to see Edgar Berlanga versus Cinnamon. Edgar ain't did nothing to get a Cinnamon fight, man. I don't care about that popularity. Fight somebody, Mo. But that's it, son. I'm out.
All right.
That's a fair point. You know, and I get his. I think he started when he said, "Yo, you can't be protecting fighters because those that." You know, Mbilly is a fun fighter, but we all know this thing comes to an end if you get in there with Morrell, unless there are those that think Morrell is, you know, manufactured. So, yeah, that is a very curious fight, and it goes the other way. Some people might say, yo, Mbilly's the guy to expose Morrell because he's going to be in there to somebody that's not afraid of him.
I mean, I don't know about exposed. The only thing Mbilly could show me with Morrell is that he got a chin. That's really it, bro. Like if he loses to Morrell, it would be an upset, and I just don't get, you know, how he could beat Morrell. So what I would be wanting to learn out of a Mbilly Morrell fight is where David Morrell's chin at. I want to see him hit. I don't want to go into that fight and not see him hit. He has to be hit. Like, if Mbilly goes in there and doesn't land one power shot, I will be thoroughly disappointed because the entire reason you're in there is to let us know, do he got a chin? We don't think you could beat him. We just want you to prove us one thing. It's like Curtis Stevens, Gennady Golovkin. We ain't think you could beat him, but fuck, you could punch. So if you could hurt him, you'll beat him. But if you can't, then you just ain't. And that's what I want to see. But let me get to some of these super chats. First one of the day. Salute Alexander Wilson with the $5. He says, Hearn mentioned the loser of Munguia Ryder fighting Mbilly. What are your thoughts? I would love it. But I've never seen Hearn deal with, oh shit, this fight is Eye of the Tiger. This fight is Eye of the Tiger because Eddie was in the crowd. He's got Callum. But this was a mandatory too. This was a mandatory situation with Beterbiev. So he had nothing to do with Eye of the Tiger. He had everything to do with Top Rank. He had everything to do with Top Rank. So we got Modern King Boxing. Callum Smith, bounce back champ, 2 boxing glove emojis. Yeah, I think he'll bounce back, man. He's with the right promoter. They certainly gonna give him a fight back to get him back in the groove. But this was a tough fight. He took a lot of punishment. Even though it was only 7 rounds. Like, this guy's a heavy puncher. Matt Bent, 100 champ level, $5. Daily dose of Tanquil. Artur smashed Callum to smithereens. Bivol gets stopped in. No power. I don't know why. You must have forgot the number he wanted to say because he gets stopped in. But he says no power couldn't slam dunk Linden. And that means Arthur. We got a $20 fat one. Shout out to the boxing ambassador with all my bombs. Yo, where my bomb at, B? That's the bomb squad. Shout out, boxing ambassador for the dub. He says, thank you, brother. Prayer hands emoji. I missed the ish out of the show. Shout out to the king of Essex for rocking with you. Have a blessed day. Ness and TBV fam. Champ. Trophy emoji. Salute to you. The Axiom, $2. And Billy versus winner of Buatsi versus Aziz. Great fight. I don't know that Aziz has proved enough to me just because he beats Buatsi. Buatsi's like this dude, what is the right phrase in boxing? Underachieving talent. He was this highly thought of dude and then never lived up to that. Still hasn't, done much. Like, motherfuckers been wanting him to fight Yard. He never fought Yard. Been wanting him to fight Bivol. He never fought Bivol. We've been asking his trainers when they going to cut the leash and let him have a title fight. They just don't do it. Like, that fight don't excite me. Honestly, like, I hope Aziz, that was about to come out ugly, but truthfully be told, I hope Aziz beats him. So we stop having to hear about Buatsi not taking fights. Like, he's always in the media for not taking fights. Am I lying here?
I hear no lies. The Aziz Buatsi fight is already lukewarm in of itself, and I think the only one that comes out of this good is Aziz should he win, because if Buatsi wins, it's like, we knew you could do that plus more, so you haven't really shown us anything. Meanwhile, Aziz gets, a name on his resume and gets to keep it moving. So not that you want to see
biggest
Buatsi
name of
lose.
his resume.
Exactly. So not that you want to see Buatsi lose, you just can see how there's more in it if Aziz wins. So,
I got Tyrone the Great, $2. Now Arthur got to beat the final boss Bivol. I wouldn't call him a final boss. I think that's the opposite. The dude with the more belts is obviously the boss. Even in the Earl Spence fight, right? So yeah, man. It's just shocking that Arthur doesn't get the credit that Earl got. Like, when Earl strapped up, he became pound for pound. And I'm not saying Arthur's not on the list, but when Earl was undefeated, they had lists that had him at 5, bro. Meanwhile, this guy did the same thing Earl did, but better. He took every title from every champion, but knocked out everybody. In between champions, he knocked those guys out too. Like, what he's doing is crazy. Is he at 20-0 now?
Yeah.
Crazy.
20
Another
20
Virgil
knockouts.
Ortiz, bro. Another Virgil Ortiz, except, truth be told, look at Virgil's last stoppage. Kind of fakey. He probably got a couple other fakey ones in there. Not Beterbiev. His shit's be real deals. The Axiom right back at us, another $2. My bad. Yard versus Buatsi versus Z's winner. I guess, but again, that shit is sell past date. You know what I mean? That's like spoiled milk. It's like was supposed to get Yard Buatsi. I'm not even domestic. I'm not even UK, and I'm already, over it. So I'm shocked that a UK dude, or is he from? I don't even know if you from America, because that's dollars. I want to hear how a UK dude feels. Do they even care about, Yard versus Buatsi at this point? Like, I'm honestly not into it. Like, that shit, they took too long.
We could let some of our other constituents speak, but I am the king of Essex, so I think I'm fair enough to say Anthony Yard is an entertaining fighter, like we talked about. Like, he's being built that way. So we're always game to see him, mix it up. Aziz talks it, and he'd show us if he can walk it against a Yard. If it happens to be Buatsi in Yard, I don't think we're looking for that.
Yeah, I'm not looking for Yard. I am looking for Yard to fight a regular guy, not a name guy that he could keep losing to and getting credit in a loss. It's like, oh yeah, man, he went in there. Where's Kovalev? His first title shot. You know what I'm saying? He was inexperienced, man. You know what I'm saying? He got gassed out. It's all good. He'd be back. Oh man, shit, bro. He went in there with Beterbiev, bro. His biggest puncher in fucking boxing. You know what I'm saying? What you expect? I mean, he fought game. He was game. Nah, put him in there with somebody he's supposed to be, but he ain't gonna be. You feel me? Like, in a good fight, like Callum fucking Smith. Callum is moving up. You supposed to beat Callum.
But did you also hear them talking potentially Yard moving up the cruiser? So, you know, Yard could potentially go in another direction.
Bro, he wasn't stopping motherfuckers down here. Where you going? You better go down to 68. The fuck? Let me get to some callers. He wilding. He need to stay where he at. Timboski, UK. What up?
What's good, man? What's good? What you saying, man? Salute, man. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. What's good, man? Yeah, great action-packed fights yesterday. You know what I'm saying to you? I don't really like there's a couple points that I wish to rise upon, man. You get me? Whilst I'm in the ring. I don't like the way. I don't like the way, but you lot kind of slander Billy's style. You know what I'm saying to you, of what he's doing inside of the ring. Even though he fought a jerry can of a fighter in Rohan Murdoch, he still showed us that he is an exciting fighter to watch. And I don't agree with you guys saying that, oh, he's just they just want him to be a fan-friendly fighter. They want him to just be a showcase type of fighter. No, the way I've seen that man train, the way he trains like a monster. You know what I'm saying to you? He's not the most skilled guy. We understand that. But I believe he could be a dominant force in the 168-pound division. And I'm tired of people saying David Benavidez the monster, this and that. Oh, this, you put in Berlanga in witness protection. We don't want to see Berlanga witness protection. Put Berlanga in there with Billy. Obviously, we know that you like to say we live in reality. We understand that. I know that we're not most really going to get that fight. Belanga's over there, Billy's somewhere else. But I've read the player readiness. I've read the player already. Do you know of a fighter called Kevin? What's his name? Kevin Lille-Sadio, a power puncher from France. Also, I know about him because he knocked out Jack Quillin in Manchester when I was watching that fight, and he's also
Bruv, you got a call?
He don't know. Berlanga is not in witness protection over here.
No, I know.
Not at all.
He said it himself. I know you like to live in reality, but they don't want you to live in reality, so they points get heard better. But it's like, bro, you broke up for like a half second there. You know, more than that though. Are you back?
Oh, what was? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we start from Berlanga witness protection.
Oh shit! I called from there.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, man! Please give me a piece of time there. Give me a piece of time, man. Like I said, you said that you like to live in reality. We're living in reality. We understand that we're most really not gonna get that Berlanga and Mbili fight. We understand that. I've read the script already. Do you know of a fighter called Kevin Lille-Sadio?
Yeah, we heard you say that. We don't know Lille-Sadio. I don't.
Or Lille-Sadio is a power puncher from France, and he's ranked somewhere in the top 5, if I'm not mistaken, in a couple sanctioning bodies. And I know about him because he knocked out Jack Quillin. You understand what I'm saying to you? And you got who else you got up there? No, not even who else you got up there. Let me get to the light heavyweight situation before the call runs out. You got Beterbiev. We need to start considering.
There's no Lille-Sadio in any top 68, top 5 68.
Yes, sir.
Nah.
Yes, sir.
Lille-Sadio.
Yeah, Lille-Sadio. That's a fighter from France. Power puncher.
Not at 68.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to do come on this, man. You need to do that research, man.
Maybe not in the top. Maybe not top 5.
Start watching these international fights.
Hey,
man.
my brother, you said top 5. You said top 5. I'm looking at the top 5 for 5 sanctionings. The ring, WBO, WBC. I don't see a Lille-Sadio anywhere.
Or maybe he's top 10. He's top 10, or he's inside the top 10 to top 5.
And what's his first name?
Kevin Lille-Sadio. Kevin Lilisajo. He's 21-0, 19 knockouts.
Yeah,
They're gonna set that up for Mbili.
That's the problem. You saying Lila Sajo as if there's an L in front of the S. It's just Sajo.
Okay, yeah, Kevin. No, but that's his middle name. Lele. Lele is his middle name. Obviously, they've just put Kevin Sajo.
And he's not top 5 anywhere, champ. The best
Is he in the top 10? He's definitely in the top 10.
The best he is number 6 in the WBC. He paid
Okay,
somebody
yes,
for that.
Yes, they're gonna land that. They're gonna land that up for Mbili to. That's a big domestic fight over there. They're both 2 power punchers.
Garbage.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Garbage.
No. It's not garbage. It's not garbage. 2 undefeated power punchers.
Fuck that domestic shit. Bro, these dudes.
Well, you said, hold on. You said you like to live in reality. You said you like to live in reality.
Okay, he beat Jack Cullen at least.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying. I watch 80%, 90% of the fights. He's a solid fighter. He knocked out Jack Quillen. I want to see Christian Mbili and him 2 power punches in there. That'll be the king of France. We want to see that over here in Europe.
Pacheco
Obviously, you guys don't really talk about Kevin Sajo. You know what I'm saying to you? You guys don't really talk about Christian Mbili to an extent. You guys talk about David Benavidez being a monster. All these guys doing this and that. There's other guys in the division that have a say so.
Champ. He's borderline prospect, ain't he?
No. You know, being in the top 6, 21 knockouts, 19-0. You defeating Jack Quillen in what was that? The 16th fight, I think. No prospect no more.
Jack Cullen was a prospect. He never beat a world champ or former world champ. Did he ever fight for a title?
That's fine. But look at this.
I'm asking a question. I'm just asking a question. We just want facts. Did Jack Cullen fight for a title?
No, he didn't.
So 2 guys that never fought for a title fight each other. Ain't that prospects? Don't you got to beat a former world champ or a top 15 fighter to at least be a fucking contender?
No, we don't do that shit over here, Ness. That's what I'm saying to you, Nessler. I don't know how you Americans do it over there.
We're fighting, man. I don't know what he talking about. Explain to me how we assess motherfuckers from being prospects and not prospects.
Hold on, I'm gonna be fair. If 2 contenders cross paths when they're both contenders, one of them elevates. 2 prospects. Like if they meet as prospects and like, yo, these are 2 hot prospects, and then one of them elevates, then the one that won kind of becomes a contender, right?
Okay, I can see that. Hey, listen, I'm not here to shoot motherfuckers down. Like I can see that logic. Truth be told.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Jack Cullen, I guess he was a prospect building. You know what I'm saying? I guess
he was good enough after the fact for Pacheco.
I should do that. I should do that as a poll, man. Is Kevin Lesajo a prospect?
You're brutal.
I'm just saying, and he 33 years old. Motherfuckers like to go in on Frank. Frank got a way better resume. That's what I'm saying. Keep shit in the perspective. That's why we like to say, fight over here, man. Because when you fight in America, or at least the American television circuit, you being tested. Kevin Lesajo, the phenomenon at that. I want to see him because I've seen highlights. Because anytime they put Mbili on the TV, they got this guy. But, Jack Cullen, Pacheco smoked him. So Lesajo's this big puncher. He's a puncher. And he took him longer. Pacheco smoked him in 4 or some shit like that. Let me double check just to have the facts. But the dude, Jack Cullen, Eddie gave him the Pacheco, and Pacheco, took him out.
You know what? And we kind of said it earlier, but maybe there's a world where Pacheco gets Mbili.
6 rounds it took Sajo, and Pacheco took 4.
Listen, Pacheco's been stamping his passport. If we look at it, that fight where he knocked him, that was in the UK. He did a big joint in Mexico, right?
No, I would love Pacheco and Billy, but I know they ain't taking that because Pacheco's too straight down the pipe. He'll fucking Billy up. Like, I get that Timboski's thing is to beat the UK flag, but we didn't say anything disrespectful. He said, we downplaying his style. No, bro, we see the style that's going to give him trouble. So if I'm a manager, if I'm Eye of the Tiger and I've been building this dude up, I'm not about to go in the direction of the Morel because I know my God is a wide puncher. Like, why? That's where, where the show came to a halt because he's on some y'all mistreating this guy. Nah, I mean, if you limited, you limited. There's no disrespect in us telling the truth. You feel me? Like, if he starts showing me something different, then I'm also entitled to change my opinion and assessment of him.
Absolutely. It's a tactical observation, a strategical observation. It ain't personal. Talking about the skill set. So, ladies and gentlemen, but I like the fact, but this is what we do here on TBV. You can call from any corner of the world. You can go, you know what I'm saying, hide in the bathroom, or you could be sitting in front of your peoples and speak as loud as you want, your own personal opinion. All you got to do is jump on Twitter Spaces, Discord, or call like me. I'm an old school cat, so I love that blog talk. I don't know if it's open, man, but you guys know the number. Ness, tell them that number one more time.
1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Discord is available. The landline is available. And we're going out to King Born on Discord.
Born.
Get your mic together, King Born. What up?
Hey, yo, y'all hear me, right?
Loud and clear, Born.
Hey, listen, yo, peace to you, King. I mean, Happy New Year, brother, to you and the family, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, live chat, power chat, the illest, the roughest, the foulest, the wildest, the realest, the strongest, too strong to be let down. EBV, the boxing voice. Listen, y'all, I saw that fight yesterday, man. Yo, I'm gonna take it back to '86. Now you know we piece of the gods and earths. Now listen, that man got beat down like he was in correction, didn't have no protection. That man got beat down like the universal beat down the guards back in the day. If you didn't know, if you didn't know the A to Z, the 1 to 20, you getting beat down. Like he didn't know his lessons. That shit was real, yo. I keep telling y'all, that's cool what Bivol doing. It's cool being a boxer. We love boxing, but brute force is brute force. You know what I'm saying? You can't outbox. You can't outbox a shotgun blast. You know what I mean? A 2-5 against a shotgun or a Desert Eagle. That shit ain't gonna work. And this man is only 175 and he's scary like a Mike Tyson. He's like a little Mike Tyson, George Foreman. That power, man. Yo, let me tell you something. Everybody in TBV universe, listen up, man. Hi, Callum is good. How that man got folded like that? If that was your father, your uncle, your cousin and son, and you came around the corner seeing that man just crumble in half like that, and you had the ratchet, you shooting, you blowing at somebody. That was that. Listen, that's a bad man. And y'all talking this age shit. That age shit don't mean nothing. The fuck? Who's beating him? Keep it real. Who's beating him? Listen, man. Beterbiev is scary. Because you know it's about him. He's a Wolverine. You can't kill a Wolverine. Fuck them adamantium claws. You ain't hurting a Wolverine. So I keep telling y'all, brute force sometimes is brute force. And the only way you're going to stop Beterbiev, you got to have that brute force. You got to come with powerful impact, magnum force. If you ain't doing that, you ain't beating that man. And Callum Smith is not a bum. Callum Smith is nice with the boxing and shit. He's like a poor man Bivol. Be real. He's like a poor man Bivol, y'all. But that goddamn brute force, yo, you know what brute force is? Somebody kicking in your door. Brute force is like an earthquake. Brute force like a hurricane. That you ain't beating that. Beating that. What they gonna do? Age him out till he 40 years old? Even that man get old, he still gonna have power. Cause even if he slowed down, that brute force, that power is crazy. That man folded that man in half. Like I said, Ness, this M. Billy dude, I don't know what's going on. Give him a bone, man. Put him on his feet. If dudes like M. Billy, let him fight Anthony Yard. Let him come on down and let him take it to New York and get the shit popping with Edgar Berlanga. But it's all about Beterbiev. And let me tell y'all something too. Beterbiev could box, but it's the power. He's like a 175 Sabril Martinez.
Champ, that's the bell.
Yo, one thing he said that can't be denied is brute force.
Yeah, man. That's why it's about styles, man. We got to put him in there with the right style to see the skill. I just don't know that at 75 anybody got that right style. You know, everybody's gonna think that the obvious person is Bivol, but you know, I hope he know how to pivot. I ain't seeing them pivots. You know, I gotta watch more highlights.
King Born mentioned the 80s, and one thing in the 80s, martial arts was a phenomenon in the black and urban community. But one thing they used to say, Karate Man can't stop no bullets. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the division is a bunch of Karate Mans, and Beterbiev is a bullet.
Discord available, landline is available. We going out to Jonathan. What's up?
What's going on?
Hollister, stand up.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Yeah, my boys are over in Las Vegas the last few days getting work with Keyshawn.
Okay.
Getting them ready for that Jose Pedraza fight. My son's getting to know Bo Max. He's having a good time. As far as I know, he's been calling me up and telling me that Trouble's doing great and that he looks like the new kid on the block, man. He said he saw Danny down there. He said he filmed him. Maybe you might want to ask Danny if he saw my boys down there.
Just text him, man. Just text him. But you know Danny sleep on the West on a Sunday.
Yeah, I hear you. I shake and bake early in the morning and up and about and doing my thing. But I just wanted to tell you guys, One Team Trouble's coming, man. One Team Trouble on Instagram. If you folks don't know, I'd get on that and see what this young man's doing. He's going to shake up the world. He's got some extraordinary talent. My son has some extraordinary talent as a trainer, as a coach, straight trainer. He does it all. He's just an athlete anyway because I brought him up that way. But me, I'm a retired union carpenter, like I tell people. And I noticed you guys, who's that guy going, you guys? What does he mean by you guys? He means Americans? That
Probably.
You think he was thinking, yeah, well, it's not you guys, man. We got to look at the world as one. I got a son that works over there in the UK. It's Daily Effect on Instagram. The Daily Effect. That's Daily Perales. That's my son. I adopted him. He has a gym in London. He came to Hollister with like a little scared rabbit, man. He told me he was a fighter, but he really was never a fighter. Good-looking dude, and we could do a lot of good things, He was good on the internet and stuff. I told him, you know what, Daily, you need to reinvent yourself. And he became a trainer. He's been training now for, I want to say 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. Yeah, he has his own gym. So anyway, Ness, you keep working hard, man. You're going to get that million. You'll see. You just keep working hard like you do. Keep it right. Keep your people around you right, like you do. And Danny, let Danny know that he's the right wing. In the Air Force, the pilot's got a right wing. He's your right wing. That's what you call him because he was in the Air Force, the right wing. Because you guys call him Ringwalk Danny. Well, now he's got two names, the right wing. Hey, so I'll let you guys go. You guys have a good day. I don't want to hear the bell ring. You answered the phone, and that pleases me a lot, man, just to be an old man sitting here watching boxing and stuff. You guys make me knowledgeable. That's what I got to say. You guys put knowledge in me, and that way I have ammunition. When I got these squares out here that don't know shit about boxing, I got a lot of ammunition, man. And you guys furnish that, and I appreciate it. Keep working hard, Ness. You'll get that million.
All right, champ. Appreciate you, man.
Each one teach one. Great.
Hey, yo, Tito Mercado is going to be on the January 27th UFC Fight Pass fucking card with Callum Smith, I'm assuming, right? That's the one with Tom Lothar. You got Burke Siberian on there. You're going to have Guadalupe Medina, Adan Ochoa, the dude Seri Bokachuk, Jose Perez, Omar Trinidad, and more. Shout out to Tito. I don't know what happened. I thought he was going to be on the zone. I wonder if he just fucked up and didn't know that what he thought was the zone was actually UFC Fight Pass. Because I swore he said MVP Promotions, the zone. Now, I got a text yesterday from the publicist that he's on the 27th. But yeah, man,
miscommunication.
just keeping y'all updated on my prospect of the year, Tito Mercado. Phone lines are open for those that want to call in. We got calls on Twitter.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Ness. Good morning. Oh, man, bro. The fight that also was really entertaining last night was the Maloney fight with Saul Sanchez, man. That shit was super entertaining to watch. Like, I stopped scoring after, like, the 4th or 5th round.
I thought Sanchez was going to win. Who won? I didn't even Google the results.
It was Maloney. Maloney won.
He pulled it off.
Yeah.
I
but
thought
I'm
Sanchez
not mad
was
with the
gonna upset him.
result.
Was it tough?
But yeah, it was a tough fight. It was really close, to be honest. Like, the amount of body work in that fight was crazy, man. Like, I don't remember when was the last time I seen a fight with so many body shots. But it was a close fight. Saul, he did get tired though. Like, that he gassed out the last rounds. And when Billy, like, Bill, one thing I like about Billy is that he's fan friendly. Like, his style, he's fun to watch. I think it's a good step up for Morale. But I still edge Morale beating him just because of Morale's style. Like, he's more elusive and he has a better footwork. And Christian and Billy, I don't know if it's a bad or a good comparison, but he kind of reminds me. He looks like Errol Spence, just the way how he fights, or like a Sean Porter. But it's a good step up it will be a good fight for Dave Morrell, though, without a doubt. And yeah, and if he fights Benavidez, bro, Benavidez will kill him, like, no doubt. With Beterbiev and Smith, man, Beterbiev, his defense is super underrated, and I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. Like and that yard fight in Marcus Brown, like, also his ring generalship and those fights, it was really, really good. Like, Beterbiev, he doesn't get enough credit for his ring IQ and his defense. Like, he's not just some fighter who comes forward and tries to knock you out. Nah, he actually has, like, good ring IQ and good defense. Like, I feel bad for Callum Smith, though, man. He got murked, man. Like, he got murked pretty bad, bro. I feel pretty bad for Callum Smith. But I'm pretty sure Callum Smith will get another good fight since he's with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. So he'll come back. Callum Smith, he's still a good fighter. I mean, he's not a tomato can or anything. He was knocking people out, and when he moved up to light heavyweight by Beterbiev, he's just a different beast. And then finally, we're gonna get the Bivol Beterbiev fight. I'm still picking Beterbiev to beat Bivol. Like, since day one, I always had Beterbiev just beating Bivol, and I don't know if it's too early, but Beterbiev, he's gonna be fighter of the year once he cooks Bivol, Ness, and that's my call.
All right, champ. Appreciate you. Looks like I got C-Dub. What's going on?
C-Dub.
Yo, how the audio?
Straight.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to the King of S's, man. Shout out to Ness. Keeping the show going, man. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. Shit, man. It was a great night of boxing, man. Shout out Top Rank. It was a good card. Maloney and Sanchez, man. That shit. It was a barn burner. It was a back and forth. I wish I would have watched. I wish I would have came in on the whole fight, but yeah, I saw Maloney kind of edging it out. But it was just the last part of the fight that I saw. He just seemed like he was landing the better work, the better punches. But it was crazy, man. I didn't know who was gonna win. I wish I saw the whole fight. And Billy, Billy, man, he looked good, like fan favorite. He bringing the action straight up and down. He gets murdered by David. Both Davids, both Davids will murder him. So like, if you're not retarded, and you around here saying Mo and Slim all the time, then you will see that Al don't care how it goes with that. They looking at Billy like a cow that you're getting ready for Thanksgiving. He's getting good. He's getting good exposure. His profile is building on top rank on the megaphone, only to be beat. Because he fooled to David Morrell and David Benavidez. So the people that wanted PBC dominance to stop at 168, I don't know if they're gonna be happy about that, because if that's the best 168 guy other than the both Davids, then it's really killed. Beterbiev and
So what? You saying you don't like that fight, or you like it ain't necessary because you know he gets killed? I mean, because you sound turned off almost by it.
I know, and it could seem like that, but with hardcore shit, I want to see it all. Everything is necessary. So even though we may think we know what's going to happen any given Sunday, any given night, anything could happen. As Ness know and the world know, if you train, you got a puncher's chance, right, King? I mean, had to get we had to get Ness on board, man. But he'll get there one day. You got a puncher's chance. So yeah, man, we want to see it. So yeah, but I just say he gets killed. Like he's fooled for both Davids. So that's it. But still, prove me wrong. That's what it's about, right? Shit, get in there and prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah, Beterbiev and Bivol. I got Bivol, but Beterbiev, man, let me give him his flowers, man. The man is Terminator. Like he can box.
You say you got Bivol?
I still got Bivol, but Beterbiev, and I shouldn't have said. I guess I shouldn't have said that, man, because I really want to give Beterbiev his flowers, and that I need to consider moving him up on the pound for pound, my pound for pound. I think he like number 9. Damn. Maybe, but he could be like number 8 because you got people that has.
Did any of his champs have 4 losses before they became champ? Any of the champs he beat have 4 losses before they became champ, or even 4 losses at the time he beat them. Did any of them have a loss at the time he beat them? Any of the champs he beat?
Who you talking about? Beterbiev, right?
Yeah, I'm saying any of the champs he beat, did they even have a loss at the time that he beat them?
I don't have box rec in front of me, but I think Vic was undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Smith wasn't undefeated.
Mm-hmm. But Joe Smith didn't have 4 losses.
But go
ahead.
But yeah, those are only 2 I could think of off the top of my head, man.
It's crazy how you got him number 9. I'm sure you ain't have Earl down there.
Earl was. Earl was down there. If you only in one weight class, and don't got no wins outside of the weight class.
Okay, I like the way you work then, because I don't got no way to fact check you on your number 9 Earl back in the day. I don't got no way to fact check that, but I'm gonna let you live.
Nah, Earl wasn't top 5 on mine.
Because a lot of motherfuckers had him top 5 with them 3 belts.
He wasn't undefeated. I mean, not undefeated, but he wasn't undisputed. And he was only in one weight class. So you get to be on the top 10. You get to be on my top 10, but to be up there, I need people that's and my top 5, you got undisputed, you got people that got wins in multiple weight classes.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Or you got or a Bivol that has a win over number 1 Canelo. Even though he's been in one weight class, he got a win over number 1
I'm
Canelo.
like that. If you beat a pound for pound guy, you got to get on the list. I'm the type of mindset, people don't agree with this, but I'm like, if I beat the number 1, I should be number 1, because that's why the fuck, he's there. He's the top guy. But people,
I don't got that mindset.
I know, because everybody ranked Tio so low after his win over like number 4. I think Loma was like number 4 at the time. They ranked Tio lower, and I'm like, damn, how you beat a dude and you can't take his spot? Like, he's holding that spot. I beat him. But that's just my logic.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a great fight. I want to see. We wondering if it will happen, man. 2024 going to continue to be a great year like it was. Or is it going to match up to the year we had last year in boxing? So hopefully we see Beterbiev and Bivol. I don't think it happens though. I mean, I just don't see Bivol. It don't seem like Bivol's side want to fight. Beterbiev.
Oh, it's happening.
Acting like he want to fight.
Turkey Al-Sheikh won that. That's done. The fight is signed.
Because that's what Bob
the
was
fight
talking
is signed. It's only about It was about Beterbiev winning. It's a wrap. Now they both won. That's it. The fight gonna get announced.
And see, Dub, this how you know it's going out to Saudi. When Beterbiev won, first thing he did, he went on the ground and offered Salat. He said, Alhamdulillah, that fight's going fucking Saudi, baby.
Alhamdulillah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Well, I look forward to it, man. Shout out TBV. Smash that like button. It's free. Do something with yourself. I got Bivol. He the better boxer. I think I like the distance. Beterbiev still gets hit a lot, but Bivol got to get away
but
from
he
that
ain't
power.
getting affected, bro. Let's be real.
He's
Callum
not.
hit him with everything. Yo, Callum did a really good job. He mixed up his attack. He went downstairs with the right hand. He landed the double left hook. He landed the single left hook. He landed jabs. He jabbed up. He jabbed down. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Callum did it all. Callum didn't fight scared either. He bit down. He was super game. He tried to give dog with dog. I think it was number 5. You know what I'm saying? It's just this dude is more durable and hits harder. It's gonna take someone to stay away and only land and not be hit. You need a Floyd Mayweather style with pivots. You have to pivot. You can't stand in front of him. Callum kept going on the ropes. That's where his downfall began and ended because he kept being on the ropes. So you just allowing Beterbiev to do what he needs to do, where he needs to do
That's the style. That's the style Bivol has. He had that master of distance with the 1-2-1. I'm gonna keep you at bay at that one end at the end of my combos.
Yeah, I don't see a jab, but that's the thing. Callum was jabbing, but Beterbiev had the more effective jab as the smaller, shorter man. He 5'11". He was landing better jabs, doubling and tripling, painting the fence up and down. Like, they know the power, man. So they're more concerned about the right hand that they getting peppered with that jab, and it's like a fucking battering ram. He too heavy-handed. But listen, I gotta go. I got a counter punch from.
Yeah, right. And I just want to say, I just hope everybody appreciate the space that Ness provides and give us the opportunity to go and back and forth and bounce it with the host of a show. And man, let's appreciate, and show our appreciation, man. Shout out TBV, smash that like button, it's free. Do something with yourself.
Appreciate you, champ. Ain't no me without you guys. We got Timboski.
Oh, Timboski.
Why?
Yo.
Why? He got a counter. What up, champ?
Yo.
Yo.
What's going on, man? Yeah. What's good, man? What's good? I didn't want to stay too long on that Kevin Lele Sadio topic. You know what I'm saying to you? I wanted to roll onto the Biv. I'm gonna get back to that if I have enough time, man. About Artur Beterbiev. Beterbiev, we need to start considering him as the greatest light heavyweight in our generation. I don't understand why he doesn't get any 20 million. I do understand, obviously, when it comes down to the financial terms of things, but he is the one. He is the type of fighter. He's a throwback fighter. He's the type of guy that deserves the 20 million, 15 million dollar pay package. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm starting to consider him. He has an argument. If he defeats Bivol, he has an argument. An argument if he becomes undisputed to say that he is one of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. Because like I said, I'm a decent historian of the sport. You got guys like Ezra Charles. He didn't win a heavyweight title, but he's still considered as the best or one of the best light heavyweight champions. Not champions, sorry. One of the best light heavyweights ever to do it. You got guys like Archie Moore. You got guys like, who else? Sad Mohammed. You got Michael Spinks, 21 knockouts. You got guys like, who else can you put up there? I like Bob Foster. I don't know if you guys know about those type of guys. Bob Foster, two-time WBA champion, one WBC light heavyweight belt. I'm starting to consider if Beterbiev could go up against those guys. Bivol does have the style to dispatch of Beterbiev, but like Beterbiev does, he ages like fine wine. He has a ramrodding jab. He is very elusive when it comes to his punch selections. You like to say it's pity-patty punches. Those pity-patty punches, they fucking hurt. He's got a crisp foam booth jab. That jab, to beat Beterbiev, I was saying before, you need a multitude of game plans. You need at least 7 to 8 different strategies, and you need to make adjustments on the fly to dispatch someone like Beterbiev. He's got a granite chin. He likes to do the double step back and put up a high guard for his top caliber defense. You know what I'm saying to you? He dispatched of Callum Smith very nicely. For Callum Smith, I like him to get the winner out of Buatsi and Dan Aziz. That's what I like to see for Buatsi and Anthony Yard. We don't want to see no Buatsi. That fight that's gone by its sell date. That's old news, man. That's a can we kick down the road. We don't want that. I want to see Anthony Yard in there with guys like Albert Ramirez, or you can bring out your boy in this Charles. What's his man's name? Charles. Is it Charles?
He broke up again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you broke up, champ. Charles what?
Conwell was
Charles Foster. Charles Foster.
Yeah, what about him?
I said I want to see Anthony Yard in the ring with at least Albert Ramirez or Charles Foster. I want to see him in there with those type of guys. And before, I wanted to say to you, Ness, that you kind of discredited the light heavyweight division before. You said that.
Oh my God. Why do you be wanting to do your guys like that, bro? Like.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but your time is run out, and I don't understand why you matchmaking like that, though. Like, those are not appealing names.
Well, what do you mean by appealing names, though? You tried to discredit the light heavyweight division before, saying that it was skinned of talent or whatnot. Is that because you don't have any flying Americans up there or something? The light heavyweight division is decent. It's got a decent plethora of names in there. Maybe they're not worldwide names. Maybe they're not worldwide names, but then they're decent enough names.
Why do you always talk about Americans as if I'm not watching?
No, but you said that the light heavyweight division is skinned. You said the light heavyweight division is skinned of talent. Why do you believe so?
I mean, that's certainly not my phrase, but yes, I do think.
No, but you said it was drained of talent, or you said something along them lines.
I think it's Barons. Yes, you got.
No, but why is that?
You got Ahmed Abba Ali, top 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, but you got other guys. What do you mean? You got guys in 160 division, 168 division.
No, you got
hardly anyone knows.
Look
at Eric Bazayan. No one cares about. I care about Eric Bazayan.
Yeah,
no one cares about Eric Bazayan. No one cares about Ewell Hernandez. No one cares about Ewell Hernandez.
Listen, my friend. Eric is not at 75. You were talking about 75.
Yes, but I'm saying those. You said there's names. You said, oh, that guy's in the top 10. Come on, man. But there's guys in the top 10 that no one even watches that I watch.
Let me show you
Vladimir
something.
Shishkin. No one talks about Vladimir Shishkin. Why can't we get Vladimir Shishkin and Benavidez?
Champ, I'm gonna just explain to you why you don't know what you think you know. You are trying to tell me, the host of the show, that 175 isn't barren, and your claim to that is because I believe it's barren because there's no American names, right? So explain this, and you ain't getting no more free time. Explain how a dude who started at 160 and only won one title moves up to 75 and is ranked number 3 universally. How was Callum ranked number 3 with no legitimate wins at 75? No world titles at 75, no unifications at 60, no unifications at 68. He's top 3 at 75. That's how barren the division is. Can you imagine?
Let me ask you.
No. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Answer.
I'm gonna answer you, but I can't answer that question without me answering you this question.
Why does a guy with those limited accolades, because they're limited, he hasn't unified.
No, he was lineal champion.
He hasn't unified. He was not lineal.
He was lineal champion at 168. That's what we had the discussion about the other day.
He had a diamond belt from the WBC for the tournament and a WBA super belt for the tournament.
See, Ness. Look, Ness. Give me one sec. One sec. We had this debate.
None of this happened Saturday, but this is what you like to do. Go ahead.
I told people that he was never the lineal champion. And then they had an argument with me saying that he was the lineal champion and the Canelo fight. I didn't understand how he became the lineal champion at 168 because he beat George Groves.
If he had the Ring magazine, if they awarded him the Ring magazine the day that they awarded him the Muhammad Ali trophy, I didn't recall. If that's what you're saying, then yeah, he was the lineal. It doesn't matter. He never unified. I'm just saying, limited accolades and you're top 3. You're number 3 at 75. It's self-explanatory. You want to debate these foreign names and give them more appeal and credit? The division, the people that make the division, put 160-pounder at number 3. They told you, be quiet. You don't know what you know. This guy from 160 is better than everybody. That's why we're ranking him universally higher than everyone. All right? So that was your education for today. But you can keep educating me on foreign dudes, but it ain't going to matter when it comes to them rankings. They got to fight somebody. Just like Yella Sagil, 33 years old. And this ain't no domestic violence. We talked the shit about Frank. Frank haters call Frank Martin a 28-year-old prospect. So what the fuck is Lesagio? At least Frank Martin beat former world champs. I gotta go though.
Fair enough.
School's out.
Fair enough.
Bougie, what up?
Yo, you me?
Yup.
What it is, it's your boy Bougie from Bride all the way to motherfucking. What, you in Vegas or Florida right now?
Back in Florida, baby.
All right, from Bride to motherfucking Bride, Florida County. You know what I'm saying, baby? Anyway, last night was a great performance by Artur Beterbiev. Once again, Bougie is right. I said it was going to be a slaughterhouse, possibly a stoppage. I didn't see it going the distance. Basically what I saw from there, Callum Smith, it's a few things with Callum Smith. And then you can run my free call if I run over. It's a few things with Callum Smith. He did come out aggressive, try to come out aggressive, whatever, but Beterbiev popped him in the mouth and set the tone first. He set the tone first, and as soon as the first round started, he set the tone. Then, that's when Callum Smith, he tried to find his rhythm. He tried to hit him. He tried to throw combinations to him, try to jab him, had a nice strong jab. But when you have somebody like Artur Beterbiev, someone who's strong and is like a fucking oak tree type shit, them punches bounces back. You get mentally frustrated. You like, what the fuck? Why my punches is doing anything to him? Now, what I do like about Caleb, he let his hands go. He went upstairs and downstairs. He changed levels, which I appreciate that. But when you have somebody like a Artur Beterbiev who's strong as an ox, like a fucking oak tree, he's gonna sit there and time you. He's gonna time you, and that's how he started breaking down Callum Smith. He kept moving, Callum Smith kept moving around a little bit, trying to move lateral and all that, but also stand in the pocket. Also, what I didn't like about Callum Smith, he didn't use his height properly. I felt like even though Artur Beterbiev was closing in the gap, I felt like Callum Smith, he could have utilized he could have concentrated on keeping the distance by fighting a little bit off his back foot and pivoting instead of moving straight back, but just pivoting as well. I guess that comes with experience or whatever. I don't know. But when you have somebody like Artur Beterbiev in front of you, it'll mentally fuck you up. And Artur Beterbiev, he would just basically, he let off, even though he took off like the round 5 or whatever, he took off round 5, he chilled a little bit, and then he cranked that bitch back up. 6, 7, then they end up stopping it. Shout out to Buddy McGirt. Smart man. He just broke him down, and I seen it, bro. So with Bivol, even when they fight with Artur Beterbiev fight Bivol, I got Artur Beterbiev. It's something about that Russian monster, bro. The man is a fucking killer, bro. And like Keem said, as soon as he got that victory, he dropped on his knees and made Salah, alhamdulillah, jazakallah. So that it just tell me that mental aspect of it. He's a divine Muslim. He's about his business in and out of the ring. He just serious is I don't know what. Now, let's get to the co-main. Jason Maloney and Sanchez. That was a hell of a fight. Ain't gonna lie. That shit was lit. I was fucking with it from round 1 to motherfucking 12. Now with this one, the momentum changed a lot in this fight. The momentum changed a lot. My boy Sanchez, he came out fire. I'm talking about strong, you feel me? Timing his ass, stabbing to the body. I'm talking about changing levels, this, that, and the fifth. I'm talking about had him cut in the 3rd round. Maloney was cut in the 3rd round, but guess what? That experience kicked in for Maloney. See, this what you could tell the two difference between two fighters who've been there before and who just now, starting to get there. Shout out to Jason Maloney for having that fucking dog in him, for not giving up, for not putting his tail in between his fucking legs and continue to steady fight. He He found faith into his experience and utilized this shit. He started touching that body. Because if you notice, eventually Sanchez, when he started slowing down, he kept head hunting. He kept trying to fight on the inside and head hunt. But also, Maloney was luring them in to fight on the inside so he could throw in them uppercuts and them little 6-inch body shots to the body and breaking Sanchez down. Sanchez didn't even realize it. He didn't realize that Maloney made him fight his fucking fight type shit. So Maloney basically beat him at his fucking fight, which is, experience shit. Shout out to Jason Maloney. I love how I guess his brother, either him or his brother changed up the game plan because, like I said, Sanchez came out very aggressive, but he ended up settling that shit. He ended up neutralizing that shit. And then it showed in the later rounds that Maloney cranked that bitch up. See what fucked up? Sanchez, he got on them fucking ropes. He got on them fucking ropes and he stayed square. And then he lost a lot of points by doing that shit. Trying to recover, trying to catch his breath. While Maloney out here getting work, changing levels, nigga. You feel me? And then he sliding in them uppercuts right through the guard in the middle, inside work type shit. But you can just tell the experience out of the two fighters. And I love this shit. Shout out to Maloney, man. He was a fucking dog. Shout out to Sanchez, bro, because he made a statement. He came there to fade. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Maloney was gonna tuck his fucking tail, bro. But that nigga there, he had that dog in him. Shout out to him, bro. Them Australians and all them boys, shout out to y'all, bro. Cause Maloney, he a dog. He represents y'all for sure. Like I said, that was a great fight. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of enjoyed the co-main better than the main, bro. That was a good ass fight. I hope Sanchez come back into it, cause Sanchez, he's a hell of a fighter, bro. So I want to see him be in a better fight. His next fight, have a better fight, whoever it is, bro. That was a great fight. That's my call. I'll check back in if anything.
Hell of a call from Bougie from Broward. Listen, I got to cut out. It's always a pleasure to be in the confines of the TBV community. Y'all be sure to check me out, King Amin of Essex on Instagram, King Amin of Essex on Twitter, Championship Rounds on YouTube. I said it before, I'm going to say it again, the foremost authority in women's boxing. And shout out to Tiny Tina Rupert on becoming the WBC Atomweight Division champion with her win over Fabiana Batiki. That was yesterday out in Germany for those that were fortunate enough to see that one, man. Yo, Skipper, I'm out of here. If you doing something later, y'all, I'm going to jump on with you.
You the man, champ. Appreciate you as always. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. King Amin of Essex. Shout out to him for coming on. I got a cash app from Kentrell in Phoenix. He says, I hope the bookies have Bivol as an underdog so I can make a smooth $50,000 on this fight. Beterbiev get hit too much. Salute for the $10 cash app. Yo, it's crazy. We just had Michael Safada on, right? And it's like I tell y'all, they listening, right? People, I remember my own producer used to call me like big-headed because I used to say that. And we had Michael Safada on, and this is the interview on Twitter. And this is why I came back to Twitter, man. Because motherfuckers was getting fat. You know what I'm saying? But they not eating no more. It's over. I'm taking over everything on Twitter, okay? We got 64 retweets, 81 likes, 12 saves, 27 comments on his Zafada short. And it got him to fight. Now he on his Instagram posting that he finally gonna get the Laura fight. And I sent him the short, and I'm like, so this helped. He like, yeah, man. It certainly helped. I would love to get back going and promote it. So, yeah, man, he shook the tree, and the PBC had the answer. And we know that there's a lot of PBC dudes on Twitter, you know, a lot of their CEOs and workers and things of that nature. But let me just show it because the editor's always working, man, and he's putting attention on the brand. So this is the short.
Lara Garcia back then was going to happen was where I was going to be on the card, you know. And
Michael, why couldn't you, Michael, why couldn't you have gotten a Stay Busy fight in your own hometown? You stood out the entire 2023. Would that have taken you out the rankings, ruined your status? Why not Stay Busy?
Well, I'm going to throw PBC straight under the bus here because, you know, they locked me in the contract. They said, you know, the Garcia-Lara fight and you're going to be on the undercard and, you know, you can't fight anywhere else. And then, you know, that fight didn't end up happening, so I couldn't be on the card. You know, they basically said wherever Lara Garcia back then was going to happen was where I was going to be on the card, you know, and we were
So
just
you
waiting
just
out
had an open-ended contract with no date, no venue?
Correct. You know, they just said we're waiting for the official date, and it just kept getting pushed from June to July to August to, you know, and it was always next month. I promise you, 4 or 5 weeks.
Tell me they at least gave you step-aside money.
This it gets even better. I haven't received anything.
Lord have mercy. Thank you, Al Haymon. Michael, why couldn't you have gotten a Stay Busy fight in your own? Yo, did you peep my editor put the fucking evil laugh with the Al Haymon face, eyes glowing? Look, that was hilarious. Bruv, this guy is undefeated. I need a sponsor. My team deserves more money. We gonna get there, y'all. Look at this guy. God damn, can I not fast forward to that spot? Such ass. Come on. Let me refresh one time. That was hilarious, that end. That shit was like, wow. Busy fight in your own home. Thank you, Al Haymon. Michael, why couldn't you have... Thank you, Al Haymon. Michael, thank you, Al Haymon. Michael, why couldn't you... Yo, shout out to fucking Jemmy. Lord have mercy, that was funny. But yeah, my man Michael hit me up. He like, yo, we got it. So shout out to the team, man. Making shit happen. Tyron, what's up? That was the funniest shit I've ever seen. This week, at least.
Yo, what's good, Ness?
What up?
Shouts out TBV. Hope everyone blessed tuning in. Yeah, man, it was a great night of boxing, man. Co-main event, man, delivered. It was throwing, great fight. Beterbiev, Callum, man, another one, Beterbiev showed that there's only one monster in the sport, and that's truly him. Everyone else, want to throw around a monster word, but he's truly a monster / Terminator. It didn't help for Callum that the ring was small, but he was definitely gamed. I wish that he would have used that jab more and definitely his height. He was having success, especially when he was using jab, pushing Beterbiev back. Made Beterbiev was in a defensive mode. But again, Beterbiev, bigger, stronger guy, came down, walked him down, was hitting him with some good shots. And likewise with Callum. It kind of makes you wonder, when the atypical finals came out, because it's like, Ness, I don't know if you've seen a guy at that stage of his career have the physical ability and the power the way that Beterbiev had, right? Not saying that, he's taking anything like that, but it's kind of eyebrow raiser a little bit, because it's like, man, this guy is really like solid. Like, it seemed like even though when Callum was hitting with shots, it really didn't even affect Beterbiev, and it was just like, man, this guy is really it, man, on the physical standpoint. But hopefully we get the Bivol Beterbiev showdown. I think that Bivol have more than enough to beat Beterbiev, the ability, the skills, the ring IQ. The only thing is, can he stand up to Beterbiev pressure and power? But I think he can. Right now, I got it a 55-45 fight. Leaning towards Bivol, because that Bivol can jump in and out of range. Especially, you push Beterbiev back. He's a be on a defensive mode. He's not really offensively when you force back and have to defend. So I think Bivol can have success in that. And I think Bivol is got a little bit of pop in this, in the shots. So hopefully, man, I'm praying that we do get that fight next year. If not,
I don't know, which fighter or both fighters can go. I would love to see a Canelo and Beterbiev. I think that would be a good fight too. An action-packed fight. I think Canelo would have better success versus Beterbiev than Bivol. But that's a fantasy wishful fight. I don't think that's going to ever happen. But yeah, man, shouts out to Beterbiev. 20 for 20. A great fighter. Looking forward to the Bivol matchup and see who's the best at 175. But that's my call, champ. I appreciate you taking my call, man. I'm still listening in. Shouts out to you, and I hope everyone blessed tuning in. Shouts out TBV.
Right back at you, champ. Appreciate you rocking out with us. Let me see what's up next. Coming in on the super chat, we got Mad Bent 100, $5 super chat. He says, Daily Dose of Tank. Arthur is a bullet. A Wahid is Tank. Tank Will, 29-24. No Mas Matias, 140. Soul Reviver. Did he mean Reviver? I don't know. But JV, $2. Where is Bivol going to hop around versus Artur in the 18x18? Yeah, I doubt they're going to agree to that, though. You know what I mean? Aiden, $2, celebrating his 10th live super chat. He says, appreciate the Daily Boxing. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. Yeah, man, those contracts getting exposed, man. Those contracts getting exposed. Salute to Michael Zafata for coming on this show and speaking his truth, man. Hoping that nobody else falls victim to the bullshit. We got Brandon. What is up?
Hello? Yo. What up, Boxing Voice?
What up?
My brother. What up, my brothers? Yo, that whatever it was, Beterbiev fight versus Smith. Beterbiev just put the brakes on Smith. Told him, look, this guy cannot punch, dude. You are not gonna get through me. Started wailing on him. Bro, as soon as the match started, this is not like fucking like waiting for like the third, fourth round to like start putting the brakes on. This guy was going for a knockout the whole entire time, basically from the beginning. He wanted to knock him out. He got some great solid punches on him, and did his best to knock this guy down, knocked him down at least once, I believe, and finished it off with a great skill and ability that shows that he's Artur Beterbiev is one of the greatest fighters of all time in the light heavyweight division. Now my prediction, of course, I mean, not without a doubt, but my predictions with Bivol is a whole different story, because I think Bivol will beat Beterbiev. I think Bivol is the only one that can actually beat Beterbiev in boxing, like ever. Like there's nobody else, you know what I mean, that can beat Beterbiev besides Bivol. So once the Bivol fight happens, you're gonna see Bivol just outclassing him, making sure that Beterbiev doesn't put too much damage on him. So what I mean by that is that Bivol is quicker on the feet, is quicker on a movement side of things, while obviously Beterbiev has more of a stronger punching ability. But even so, Bivol's punching ability is strong too. So his punching ability combined with his feet, the maneuverability, is that he'll dodge punches while he's trying to see these openings. But Beterbiev will not land every single punch. Did you see how last night his punches were? I fell asleep, but I watched after. But his punches were not landing all the time. He was missing some punches. He wasn't that accurate. Sometimes he was accurate, but most of the time he was just hitting as hard as he could and hoping that he would hit the right spots. Now, it's crazy. Like he's good. Like he's a good puncher. But when it comes to Bivol's ability to block and just outmaneuver fighters, Bivol has the upper advantage in my opinion. And Bivol is more skilled. He'll see through these punches. He'll block these punches. He has better defensive maneuvers. And if he gets hit, he doesn't shy away from still punching. he'll never shy away. Still continuously punching even when he gets hit.
Champ, that is the bell. Got to get to some other callers here. Do appreciate you calling in. Again, no us without you. So we do need you, but we do have a 3-minute limit. Everybody got to get that knockout inside the 3-minute counter. We're going out to K-Boxing from D.C. What up?
Hey, what's up, Ness?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I appreciate what you do, man. But hey, I watched some fights last night, and you know, I'm always about just educating myself a little more on what's, you know, the state of boxing. And that fight last night pretty much solidified what I'm looking forward to in 2024. And you know, I'm listening to a lot of these guys, kind of casual guys, calling in, you know, with their opinions. I understand Bivol's popularity and everything, but I can tell you right now, man, I've seen quite a few in-depth interviews with people who put in work with Beterbiev and everything, and I watched an interview the other day with a guy talking about work that he put in with both Beterbiev and Bivol, and he literally flat out told the world, he said, you guys are way off base on this Beterbiev-Bivol thing, and if you think for 1 minute, he said, I guarantee you I'll put my career on it, and I've been in there with both of them. He said, I put my career on the fact that that guy won't last 5 rounds with Beterbiev. The guy staked his career on it. And I've watched Beterbiev's career. I've watched his fights. This guy he only gets half the credit that he truly deserves for his boxing. Did you see his jabs? Him changing levels with the jabbing. We've seen shit from Beterbiev last night that we have not seen before.
From him.
And anybody who didn't notice that shit, you know, they just don't know what they're looking at. This guy added some more wrinkles to his game last night. And I'm telling you right now, man, this guy is going to destroy Bivol in spite of what anybody thinks. I can't wait. I can't wait for the fight to happen, okay? Because personally, I don't even think Bivol is going to be able to get through El Bandera when that fight comes up. But real quick, on the Maloney fight, man, I like Maloney. I like his heart. I like his brother's heart. You know, their fights are always entertaining and everything, but the matchmakers are always pretty good on making sure they match them up with guys that are right in their size range, but can't really, you know, punch much. So they make up for very entertaining fights. But a true power puncher, somebody like the little Bam kid with Robert Garcia and them, you know, you put him in there with somebody like that, man, he's going to get demolished, okay, with a true power puncher. But I love his heart. I love his no give mentality, and I'm always going to watch a Maloney fight. It doesn't matter which one of them it is because they're going to put the work in, okay. But my 3 true beasts in the game now, definitely Beterbiev. I put him in tank 1A, 1B for the true beast in the game. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that kid that's 20 and 1 with 21 knockouts, all 21 of his fights ended in knockouts. And the guy that knocked him out, he came back and demolished him in 6 rounds in the rematch. The 140 pounder. I can tell you right now, I see him going through that 140 division, and I don't even see Bill finding the heart to put Devin in the ring with him. So I don't know. Bill's going to find a way around that. That's why he keeps talking about 147 and all that now, because he's going to find a way around that. He not for 1 minute is going to throw Devin in the ring with that killer, okay? Because it'll be a slow death before them 12 rounds is out. Devin got a hell of a bicycle, but he's not going to be able to run like that. That kid's going to be all over his ass like white on rice. Devin ain't going to be able to hurt him, so he's going to constantly be coming like the Terminator. Okay? So, but that's pretty much my call, man, for now. You know I'm going to get back at you, Ness. Appreciate all you do, man. And
all right,
can't wait.
champ. Appreciate you. We got up next, looking like Fats. Baltimore, what up?
Yo, this the bum gone voice? I'm calling the right show.
Nah, this the Haney voice.
The Haney voice. All right.
They ain't gonna call us Bumgarner until Haney lose. Then they switch it up.
Oh man, that's funny. But Beterbiev is who I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? We did see something new from him last night. Last call was right. Well, you've been paying attention to him. He showed a little bit more patience last night. He was working behind that jab. He was setting a lot of shit up. I like it. It's about time Bivol bluffing ass get in the ring with him, man. I'm tired of him ducking. I'm tired of him running, trying to chase Canelo. Like, I'm over that shit. Time to knock this fake ass Bruce Lee off, man. For real, I don't see how people like Bivol. I don't even like his punching style. He just, I don't know, bro. I just never really liked the dude, but I think Beterbiev will walk him down. So, Ness, you still think that Benavidez will walk him down? Because I told you, I said he'll walk everybody else down in the 175 division, but not that guy. You still think he's going to do that? You think he'll do that to Artur?
I mean, yo, did you see, what was it, round 3? I said it in the opening monologue, so if I get it wrong now, if you rewind it, I said it. But that round that Callum gave him the 6-7 to the body, bro, it's a wrap. Like, yeah, I'm picking David over Artur. Absolutely. Too young, too big, too fast.
I'm saying the style.
It don't matter. It don't matter if he try to walk David down, it's gonna be bad for him because David could create angles.
No. Do you think David is going to walk him down like
Hell yeah?
else?
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. Callum showed you he can't take it to the body. He went immediately back when Callum countered 6, 7. My man, oh shit, went backwards. And waited a few seconds, you're going to have to counter yourself, then finally start throwing jabs. If that's David, he all on you. And David create angles when he throw that left. He could, like, lean way more than Callum. Like, I did like what Callum did with that 6-7 counter, though. But, look, I'm telling you, the dude 38, he going to be older. I'm telling you, he going to be even older when David get his hands on him. I bet you that body going to be soft. I don't care about no religion, none of that discipline they talk. No, because they say, oh, he on his D. Cool. That body ain't got nothing to do with God. Nothing. And he got touched. Callum ain't the champ of David. We never thought Callum was as good as David. And Callum's never been considered a body puncher. At least we consider David a body puncher.
Who like body shots though, man? Come on, man. Nobody.
Shit.
Come on, yo. Who you ever seen
Ask Andre Ward. His biggest win came off a body shot, remember? Biggest win in his career.
I'm saying who like taking them. You get what I mean? Like, ain't nobody just taking no.
Nah, you're right. Nobody like taking it, but the issue is he don't look well when he take them. Some people like look at Thurman, right? People consider Thurman weak to the body because of the way that he's taking them. He take out his mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He run around the ring like. Those are signs that, we got to keep going to your body. And that's why people saying Thurman running away from Boots, right? Because it's like Boots going to be able to get to that body when you get on a bike. He young. He athletic enough to catch up to you and keep hitting you to the body. Yeah. I don't know. I want Benavidez all day. I think Benavidez moves up right now and could beat this dude. He's faster. He's younger. He's more athletic. Callum did well. I put it in my title. Game.
He did well.
Smith.
He got smoked.
Man, if you ain't see what Callum did, then you wasn't watching.
I was watching, bro. He had some moments, but
And that's all I'm
A lot
saying.
of times,
So now
yeah,
it's like fight
but
night. He had moments. I'm gonna take out Callum. I'm gonna put in David. If Callum had moments, I'm gonna take out Callum. I'm gonna put in David.
He ain't win a round though. That's maybe one round. I forgot the round that I gave him. It was one of them early rounds, like 3 or something like that. We won one.
Bruh,
Callum
Callum landed a double left hook. That means Benavidez. That means Benavidez will land like a 5-punch left hook. If Callum landed a double, that means Benavidez. You know how he throw them punch.
But you got,
come on,
but you
man.
got Benavidez. But you got cool. But you got him and Benavidez a closer fight than him and Bivol though, right?
Yeah, I don't think Bivol is the guy. I don't think that don't sound right. I don't think he's the guy to beat Beterbiev.
Yeah, I don't think so neither.
Unless he work on his footwork, which again, he certainly has the footwork, but I don't see pivots. I see him, the skips, moving back, utilizing the ring, but I don't see him doing what Tank and Devin did, whereas you pivot, you getting down and spinning, you getting low and you changing the entire angle.
And he fight with his hands down too. Like I like his style. I just don't like it, yo. Like I don't know, man, but appreciate the call.
For sure. I want Beterbiev and David next. David, this the thing though. It's the same Michael Safada situation. You feel me? He locked in. He can't do nothing. It ain't like he could be like, yo, you ain't giving me Canelo. Fuck it. I'm moving up. Nah, because that ain't what they want over there. They want him to do what they want over there. But look, this right here is the sign that you needed. But I'm telling you, the fight is signed. It's reports. Just Google it. But look, this Turkey Al-Sheikh right here saying impressive performance. Congratulations, brother. Thanks to God, I can now happy boxing. So I don't know. Maybe he's using Google Translate. I don't fucking know. But I'm sure he means now we as boxing is gonna be happy because we get in the Bivol fight. Like, remember, we interviewed Bivol's manager. He said they contract was signed. All they had to do was beat Lyndon Arthur, and Callum had to lose. So that happened. You know what I'm saying? I got Kerry G in the place to be.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. When you don't be having a show, shit, my whole schedule be thrown off.
Bro, you and mines, you and me both, man. Believe me, I'm glad to be back. I had to travel,
Yeah,
though.
good
I had to come to Florida, so I'm here.
Yeah, I see. Get that East Coast weather. But I think Christian Mabili could be problems for some people if he gets tighter with his punches, because his inside game didn't look too bad, but like you said, that kind of hulking bruising opening you with your shoulders first, that kind of gives you a little bit of weakness in there. So I think he's like compact enough and like Beterbiev style, dense enough, because like Beterbiev kind of seems like he's shorter than he should be for his weight class. But it's just like when you're like solid brick wall status and like that Tank kind of compactness, it's an issue for these taller fighters, even if they do fill out. Because Callum Smith looked huge when they were like face to face in the ring. Before I was like, God damn! But then it's just like said, man, that brick wallness really works to their advantage.
He looked huge, but he still looked thin, right?
Well, and when they were facing each other, when the ref was like giving the instructions again, he didn't look thin, because that's what I thought it was gonna be like. When I saw them on the day before at the weigh-in standing across from each other, I was like, "Oop, I already see what's going on here." They're saying like it's like the Charlo effect with Canelo. He looks like he's taller and stuff, and then we're gonna see tomorrow, and then it's like, nah, Canelo's gonna look like He-Man status. But that wasn't the case. Like, I think Callum Smith actually filled out pretty well.
That
but it's just that like
shit. He didn't do nothing with that.
Yeah. It was like that second round, like he won that. Like when the first round started, I was like, "Oh, really, man? It's gonna be like this." And then he came out like really roaring for the second round, which I think the announcers, top rank announcers, they were fairer with Callum Smith than I've seen them be against any other opponent, like against one of their like stars. They were much more fair with the commentary, except whenever like Tim Bradley would stutter when he's like, "There's a shot at the back, the head, not the back of the head." But I don't think I think that he did fill out well, but it's just that, like I said, that low, short compactness, jabbing upward, it was killing him. But that's, like I said, that second round, he came to fight. I thought he clearly, convincingly, Callum Smith won that second round really well. It's hard to keep that up because I think the problem is, like, we keep saying Beterbiev's old and shit like that. This fight showed me like he's like improving, which is kind of weird for someone this late in the game, because whenever it seems like there'd be times during the fight he decided, wait a minute, let me get technical. And I think that's a problem if Beterbiev starts enjoying being technical instead of mauling people, because it looked like someone just kept pressing the A button on that ass when he was like jabbing. I'm like, bro, move your head, damn it, what's going on?
Nah,
But
he's certainly not a caveman. The dude used his jab like
yeah,
K Box in DC said. He used his jab, up and down. I said it like painting the fence,
like when we be like, oh, let the jab break someone down. I mean, like, he literally in that third round, like, the dude, it's like he caught him with like 7 jabs in a row and to turn Callum Smith into an entirely different fighter. I never seen him get that
Yeah,
technical and then
because
him be disciplined with
his
it, and
his
he's
pity
willing to
pat
trade
shots hurt.
jabs. And that's what's crazy to me is that I think Beterbiev figured something out this fight that, wait, I can be technical and still overpower people because I'm still willing to be technical and trade with you. You want to trade jabs? I bet you mine is harder. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's a problem when it's like a guy's like, hey, I'm getting accurate, I'm getting technical, and I'm willing to eat your shots. Not like I'm willing to brawl and trade. Like, I feel like if he keeps getting smarter, that's going to be a problem for anyone. All that smarts that we give and IQ we give Bivol credit for, okay, go jab with this motherfucker and see how it ends for you. But I think like these shorter dudes in the weight classes that are denser and like brick wall status, I think they're going to be problems for these tall guys. And that's why I thought that like if Christian Mobility, like someone could tighten up his skills. I mean, I see him negating a lot of that reach for like David Benavidez. But Benavidez got low key footwork that is improving. So like he did show he could create some interesting angles when he fought like, someone with good footwork like Andrade. So, but it's like at the same time, like those shots on the inside, if Mobility could tighten them up, all that reach could kind of be a disadvantage on the inside, I feel like, to Benavidez. So I think it's really interesting with these shorter guys who like kind of keep these tight punches going on and take away these reach merchants out of here. But yeah, that was good. That was a good fight yesterday night. I think Beterbiev is a problem for a lot of people. Same thing. I think that tightness will be inside will be an issue for Benavidez, but that guy is a cardio monster. Big stars.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We got. I'm gonna go with Ken. Gotta unmute, champ.
Oh, sorry. What's up?
What's up with you?
Yeah, my name is Kino. I'm from South Africa, man.
Kenwa, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I want to speak about the Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith review. Judging from Artur Beterbiev's performance last night, his performance was dude, the motherfucker looked like a fucking beast. He hasn't even slowed down at it. The guy, like, it's funny because for an average age for an actual boxer, right? Normally when you reach 38, 39, your body starts declining. He is just the polar opposite. He's like the real life Wolverine. Like, no cap. He's the fucking real life Wolverine right there. No.
I mean, I heard the other caller too. Kerry G said, look, we keep talking about his age, but like, granted, he hasn't looked his age, but he will. Like, we can't ever not factor it in. It could be the next fight or the next one after that. Like, boxing history repeats itself, and every fighter gets old. The only way to not get old is to do what Floyd did is retire before boxing exposes you. Exposes the wrong word, but before boxing shows that you got old.
Yeah, that's kind of true. That's absolutely true. Because let me tell you something right now. If Artur Beterbiev, right, were to fight Canelo, I'm not gonna lie, Canelo won't make it past fucking 7 rounds, in my opinion. There's a reason why he did not pick him.
Recommend Canelo. I thought Canelo could beat him at one point, but Beterbiev is just different power. Those jabs are like right hands. It's that would be a
Exactly.
bad fight for Canelo. He would need a totally different style. And again, anyone that is gonna beat him needs to pivot. You can't be Beterbiev. I mean, you cannot be David Benavidez and try to fight fire with fire without trying to avoid his shots. You got to roll with his shots. You got to pivot and get out from in front of him. You can't be fighting in a straight line or you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, but besides that, the only way to beat a puncher like Bivol, like Beterbiev, right? Besides, you're right. Yeah, aside from skills, you also need power. You need to give him some sort of respect, in my opinion, because he will not, like what this dude said. He said, who's this? Like what homeboy said. He said, who's this? Benavidez would literally beat Bivol. No fucking way, because in my opinion, Benavidez does not have the technical abilities, and he's a bit flat-footed. Yes, he has power, but he doesn't have enough skills. But you need more than you need to combine skills and power to beat that ever-living crap out of this monster. But hey, man, let's just pray to God that the WBC have allowed this fight to happen. Bivol have signed the contract.
Bro, they will.
Let's go.
They will, man. They will. Let me tell you,
the
rumored purses for Ngannou and Anthony Joshua are 20 million and 50 million. WBC won a piece of that sanction. When it comes to Beterbiev and Bivol. I'm not saying they getting paid that much, but they getting a bunch of millions. That's just the bottom line. And if you allow that fight, you get your percentage or your worked out, agreed upon number.
Facts. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see this clown fest between Joshua and Ngannou. I'm not into that clown fest. I really want to see. They must put that as the main fight.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, it's not a clown. It was a clown fest when Fury did it. It's no longer a clown fest. I mean, at this point, Ngannou is a real fighter that we got to take serious. Secondly, AJ, quote unquote, gets a soft fight with Ngannou, and it's all Wilder's fault. He shit the bed. Had he beat Joseph Parker, AJ would not be fighting Ngannou. It's Wilder. He ruined it for us.
That fight should have happened 5 years ago. Instead of fighting complete bums for like 5 years, he could have funny thing, like Bomb Squad.
South Africa, I gotta get to some other callers, man. I appreciate you though.
I
hope to hear you call in again, champ. That was a dope call, man. Cali, Indiana, what up?
Yo, what up? How you feeling, bro?
Chilling, baby. How are you?
I'm good, bro.
Good
hey, all right, man. So I watched the Beterbiev fight. Good fight. He showed a lot in there. He showed like a lot of technical skill in there. He was countered, even in that round where he knocked out Callum Smith. He like kind of slipped that jab because he timed it, stepped over with the right hand. So he looked good in there. He showed it to me that he's gonna beat Bivol, and he's probably gonna stop Bivol to me. Like I don't think he has a chance with Bivol. As far as Christian Mobility, he looked good. Like he was beating the shit out of Buddy ass. He got some punching power. I do still think he needs to tighten up some defense a little bit because he is there to be hit. But his offense is his defense because he got so much volume and he throw punches. He got a lot of overhand rights. He was I forgot what the move is, but he was kind of stepping, boom, kind of stepping over, shifting his feet and then throwing them punches, and he a pressure fighter. But I still think he need to probably jab a little more. But he would be a tough out in 168. I don't know if he could beat the top guys at 168, but he's still a tough out. Maybe if he tightens some things up, Bobby, it might be better. And then the the fucking little guys, man, the Moley and the Saul Sanchez. Yo, I kind of like the little dudes, bro. Like the little dudes be showing a lot of skill. They be throwing like a lot of punches, and they fights be exciting. Like, you know, they be throwing them bitches down there. Them little Bantams, them little 122s and 118s and 120. They be throwing them bitches down there. That was an exciting fight, you know. I thought it maybe should have been a draw because I couldn't really see nobody get the edge out on nobody and all that shit. But yeah, that was a good fight. I might gotta start paying attention to them Bantams and like all them little dudes, you know, because they will throw punches. They be throwing them bitches. Now, bro, I heard what you said as far as David Benavidez beating Artur Beterbiev, bro. I mean, look, bro, I fuck with David heavy, bro, but I just don't see it, bro. He knocking out 140, 54-pounders and fucking Andre. He didn't stop Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant got stopped by Canelo. I don't think he beat Canelo. And then I saw the interview when they asked him about Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. When they asked him about Bivol, he was very confident. I've sparred with Bivol. I've gotten the best of Bivol. If I get in there with Bivol, I can beat Bivol. But it was a certain tone that he had with Beterbiev, bro. I don't think Beterbiev up there thumping. And, David ain't been in there with no punches like that, bro. Like, you go up there and niggas is up there thumping, bro. I don't really see it. Do you think are you just thinking that David just finna walk through Beterbiev? Is that what you saying? Or you think it's going to be a tough fight? Because I'm like, I don't even see that. Like, do you think it's a tough fight at least?
Yeah, it's a tough fight. I'm just saying, I think that's the only dude that could beat him. I don't see nobody else. I don't think Bivol's style is going to do it. I just don't.
You just said David got to be pivot. You say if somebody got to be Beterbiev, they got to be pivoting. Does David pivot, or like is he just a pressure fighter that just?
I think that David has the lateral. I think he has lateral movement though. He has good waist movement. You know, David's not just a regular walk you down, and neither is Beterbiev. He showed us that yesterday with how powerful and how skillful his jab is. But David has rhythm and soul, bro. Like, come on, man.
He does.
He gonna put shit together on this motherfucker. And listen, let's just take Callum out last night and put in David. First of all, Anthony Yard went 8. Yard ain't accomplished shit. Not what David did. You understand? Like, I know that if Callum could land a double left hook, then David landing a triple. I know that if Callum could land a counter 6-7 to the body, well, David gonna do double or more. Go from 6-7 to now fucking double left hook to the body. Like, I don't know. I think David got better reflex. Yeah. You don't think it? You say you don't know if it's gonna hurt. That's what you said.
Nah, I said I don't know because I'm real big on the weight. I understand David sucking down, but it's I've been up here. I'm a true 175. I've been up here. Callum was throwing them shit.
And David was a big ass 250 pounder that goes into 4-month camps to make 68. Believe me, bruh. When he needs to move up right now, so it could be the greatest win of his career and the greatest thing anybody that age has done, moving up to dethrone a 3-belt champ with that knockout ratio. Again, he's the one that I think has the best shot. I'm not out here saying David's gonna beat him and David is better. I'm saying David's abilities. I want to see him versus Beterbiev. With David's abilities, I think that it's a different fight from what everybody else thinks. That's all. And yeah, I lean David. I lean David because he didn't get old yesterday. Okay, but he will. And if someone's gonna say, oh well, that's what he's banking on, well then yes, because boxing shows us that at this age you can't keep doing what he's doing. It eventually slows down. So yeah, now you're gonna go in versus a David that's 10 years, 11, 12 years younger than you? Fuck yeah. Ain't got your height, ain't got your weight, and is more is faster, throws more combination. Yeah, I'm going to pick him. Fuck it. If I lose, so what? You understand? But I think David has a hell of a shot. Hell of a shot.
Yeah, he got a shot. I wouldn't pick him. I don't think David gonna move up because you want that Canelo fight. It probably would be a great move for him to move up. That's still a big fight too. But
I hope
he
again. I
probably
hope the
want that
Sheik
Canelo smoke.
hears. That's the only way it happens. Is
Yeah.
if the Sheik listening to the show, he like, damn, I didn't know that was even a fight. Let me do better beef Bivol, and the winner gets David. I'll invite David to the fight and let David watch it. Winner get David, because that's the only way David is gonna focus his attention on better beef is to know that the money that he would have made in the Canelo fight is there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And it's the Sheik throwing out that type of bread, you know. So we gotta hope on him.
The last thing before I go, like, are you still? Because I felt like you was a prisoner of the moment after the David and Andre fight. You thought that David was gonna walk through Canelo. You don't want to see the fight. Now that it's settled down a little bit, are you still as bold and as strong like David is finna walk through Canelo? Are you still like that?
Why you think I'm more interested in David going up the better beef, bro? David is a very serious fight for Canelo, man. At this age, he just don't even need it. He could go do the Crawford fights. They gonna call in, say I'm protecting. Hey, it is what it is. If Canelo gives him the shot, I'm picking David. You know what I'm saying? If Better Beef gives David the shot, I'm picking David.
Yeah, you locked in. All right, my brother. Thank you, man. That's my call, bro.
Yeah, man. I just don't see it, bro. Kerry G counter, right? I just don't see it. Andre. I mean, obviously Canelo got way better skills than Andre, but you know what I seen David do to Andre. I was impressed, and again, I know that other people have done similar things, you know, on a lower level maybe, and that someone could call him, oh well, you know, Andre has always had terrible balance and everything. We can pick apart anybody, you know what I'm saying? But I want David Benavidez versus Canelo, and I want David Benavidez versus Better Beef, you know. And if David can't get Canelo, stop waiting on him. Go to Better Beef, you know what I'm saying? If Canelo's going to give you the fight, then okay. But I don't want him waiting on him. Like, don't let PBC make you wait on this dude giving you, you know, more nobodies. Like, you had a good 2023 with two top 5 names, top 10 names, you know, top 8 good names. Keep that trajectory. Don't let them ruin that by waiting you out and like, oh, no, well, you know, he's fighting Jaime in May. You know, we'll get you that fight in September, but there ain't no guarantee, but we'll get you that fight. And, you know, we only got this amount of days, so you just got to, don't wait. Fuck all that shit. Get a fight. Get a fight. If you got to fight M. Billy, fight M. Billy. You know, that'll be a fun fight, however long it lasts. I hear you, Compton Town. He says, I'm crazy as hell. Benavidez a different type of animal. I get it. I'm rolling with Benavidez, baby. I'm rolling with Benavidez. I love Beterbiev. I love what he's doing. You know, he's got that whole, you know, Russian fucking Ivan Drago shit going on, and he's doing it. He's got the perfect record. You know, I've been beating the drum for him being higher ranked on a pound for pound before Earl was undefeated. I mean, before Earl got defeated. That was my main reason. Like, bro, people got, you know, Earl ranked on the top 5, but why not this guy? This guy's knocking out champs, and his champs, you know, have better records at the time that he knocked them out. I just think styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? I think styles make fights. And again, I seen Callum do some impressive things. You know, Callum did a lot of straight rights to the body, bro. And I loved it. You know, and Callum wasn't really disciplined on his jab. Not to say that Benavidez is a crazy jabber, but, you know, he'll use it. And he has an equally strong jab. I'm about to, Coach Dub, what's up with you, bro? What do you mean? Like, You know, I'm not even gonna, acknowledge you, bro. You allowed to take your shot. You know what? You allowed to take your shot. Jay Billy, what is up? What is up? They hate you for your opinion. I'm telling you, man. Shit is crazy. Jay Billy. AC, what up?
You get me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Hope everybody blessed out there on this good Sunday. Uh, let me start by saying, man, I think that was a real good card to start the year from ESPN, man. Can't even lie. The Maloney fight, that shit was real competitive. I feel like Sanchez might should have edged it, but I can't really be mad at the decision, man. You know, he the champ. Gotta take the title from the champion. Christian and Billy, he looks very interesting, man. Bro, he's a real like no homo. He a thick motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? You notice like them 168 dudes, some motherfuckers really be stocky, man. Uh, I feel like 168, man, that shit is really like in a flux right now, and as well as a lot of divisions, man, where all these young guys they really got to come up and start fighting each other and make their own name. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't always gonna have them old legends and shit like that, or the old big names to kind of boost yourself off of. So a lot of these dudes, like in Billy Morrell and them, I feel like they at the point where, bro, y'all dudes got to make y'all name based off of fighting each other. You know what I mean? Not trying to find some old former champion type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, you kind of tripping a little bit on this Benavidez Beterbiev shit, man. Because, man, as far as I know, and I don't know if I'm 100% correct, but Benavidez and Bivol have both had opportunities to fight this man already, and both them dudes have said no. Like, this dude, Beterbiev, man, I don't know what it is, man. I guess when you a knockout puncher, you kind
Man,
of
you
get
better go ahead and send me a
underrated as far as
link.
your
You
skills,
better
your actual
send me a
boxing skills,
link.
man. But that dude, Beterbiev, man, that motherfucker is a monster, bro. That dude is like the Terminator.
Bruh,
I don't
send
know.
send me a link, cause ain't nobody ever tell me that Benavidez would send no offer, please.
Oh nah. So when Benavidez missed weight the last time, the WBC made him mandatory for Beterbiev, didn't they? And the motherfucker said,
Even
"Nah,
if
man, just
even if
rank me
he
at
man,
168 again."
even
They
if
were trying
he,
to get that man a title shot at 175 to Beterbiev when he missed weight the
I
last
mean,
time
again,
when he
again,
got stripped.
again, again,
They were trying to make that man the mandatory.
you painting a picture, but you don't have to use the colors in that way because getting a position doesn't guarantee you a fight. They didn't
That's
say
true.
they didn't say this is a final eliminator. They didn't say this next fight will be versus Beterbiev, and then still Beterbiev's team has to then negotiate with Benavidez, come to terms or not. If they don't come to terms, contact the WBC and let them know they couldn't, so they could go to purse bid. So come on, man, that's not that easy. And what's wrong with a then 24-year-old kid saying no? I don't want to
I
go
don't.
up. Canelo's right here. Now he's been
I'm
there
not.
2 years not getting his opportunity. Now he could consider moving up because Canelo's
I'm
acting funny.
Yeah, nah, I'm not saying it's that easy, but hey, if you want to fight, man, the motherfuckers gave you an opportunity to fight the unified champ, bro, and the motherfucker said no. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this, man. If you somebody who is the
Bro,
quote
that's
unquote
not
most
the
feared and you can't
opportunity.
get
Like,
fights, you
there's a
can't really
whole
turn down
process.
opportunities when they arrive for you.
My brother,
You know what I mean? Like,
but that's what I'm trying to say. That's not an opportunity. There's a whole process. He don't know if he would have been in an eliminator, a final eliminator. Like, being ranked don't mean you get a shot at the 3-belt champ. Like, you just painting this picture that's crazy, and you keep painting it.
I'm just saying, man. Like, again, I'm not saying it's that easy to just
So let me ask you this
all of a sudden I
question.
get a
Let me
title
ask you this
shot, but the
question.
motherfuckers was opening the pathway
Let me
for the
ask you this
dudes.
question.
But
How long was
now, go
Michelle
ahead.
Rivera #1 in the WBA before Frank beat him?
Say that one more time.
Michelle Rivera, how long was he #1 in the WBA before Frank beat him?
Good little minute.
All
Good
right
little minute.
then. All right then. So again, ranking someone the #1 doesn't mean diddly squat. But I got to get to the next caller. The bell been rang. But yeah, that narrative's crazy. You can't just say, oh, he ranked, he could have had a shot. No, there's a whole process. Jay Billy, second time.
Got me? You got
Yup,
me? You got me?
yup, yup, yup.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ness putting in that motherfucking work.
There's only one Beterbiev. You feel me, Ness? What the fuck are you talking
Wrong
about, man?
country.
What's this shit you talking about? What's this shit you talking about, dog? You get to Florida, now you speaking like a Florida man. I don't
Bro,
know if you know what
focus
Florida
on the
man mean,
fight,
but it's a lot
man.
of news reports.
Focus on
It'll
the
be something
fight,
crazy.
man.
I'm just saying,
Let
dog.
us know
You
what you
back in
thought of the
Florida, now you talking
card,
about.
man. Let
You
us know
know it's
what you
not
thought of
two-way
the card.
conversation on Discord, dog. You know it's not two-way conversation. So I got to talk first, then you can talk.
I
You
mean,
get
I
back to
gotta
Florida and
talk,
you
then
talk.
you talk.
Oh, I'm gonna let you go. Since you
Yeah.
got a lot to say, I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah,
What you got to say?
I'm saying, yo, talk about the fight. Why you gang banging
I'm
on
about to talk to.
bacon?
I ain't gang banging nothing. I've been talking about this better
God,
beef.
man,
I'm
these
just trying to figure
young
out what you
bloods,
see.
man.
I'm trying to figure out what you see in Benavidez that's gonna take out better beef. He couldn't even knock out Caleb, bro. What are we saying right now?
Bruh, you can't knock out someone that's trying to run. And guess what? He hurt Caleb, and he hurt Dave, and he hurt
Did
Dimitri. And Bivol
did
ain't
he
gonna
put
be.
Caleb down?
Bivol don't
Did
got the
he put
bicycle
Caleb down?
legs. Bivol don't got the bicycle legs of Caleb Plant. You just don't know
No,
boxing.
I'm talking about better beef. I'm talking. Did you say he can be better beef or Bivol?
I say he could beat Better Beef.
Exactly. So we're not talking about Bivol having the legs and can be on the bike, dog. I'm talking about better beef.
Yeah, I said Bivol
What?
by mistake. I'm saying that David will beat Arthur. That's what I'm
Cap.
saying.
And that's Cap, dog. He ain't ready for that smoke. And when I
Okay,
said, yo,
okay.
I was the one. Bougie made a mistake and said, King, shout out to my boy, but he made a mistake and said, King said he dropped to his knees. That was me. And what I meant by that, what I'm starting to see, dog, when he does that, my dude
Bro,
comes
he does
in
it
with
after
the
every
mentality.
fight,
Hold up,
man.
let me get this out. He comes in with the mentality of I'm gonna put everything on the line to win this fight. If it be in my life, anything. So when he drops down after the win, he's just thanking the Most High that he didn't have to lose his life this fight. Thanking the Most High that he's
Bro,
still here.
that's
Dog,
your
it's
interpretation of
different.
that, bro. That's your
Hey,
interpretation of that, man. Get out
that's
of here.
bro.
Why can't he
When I
just
see a
get
I know a
down?
killer when I see him. I
Why,
know
why
a killer when I see him.
so we've never seen fighters drop to their knees after a win?
Of course,
All
I'm
right.
just. You want me to? Do you want me to speak about every fighter that does it? I'm talking about
No,
better
I'm
beef. He
just
just
saying
fought
that's your
last night.
interpretation. That's all.
Yeah, that's my interpretation
That's
about them
all.
also. You know what I'm saying? Some of them look with better beef
What
is
was your
that. With
interpretation?
others, it could be something different.
Was
It could be
Ryan?
something different with others. It could just be happiness.
Hey
But
yo.
what I see with better beef is he's in there willing to lose his life. You feel me?
Hey
This dude
yo.
is a killer. He's going in there with one objective to
Hey
knock you
yo.
out or
Hey yo. Hey
what's
yo.
up, man? You keep
Is
on wanting to talk. Talk to me.
what about Ryan? Did he show he was willing to lose his life when he straddled Eddie Minosa after the win?
How that's when was this?
What?
When was this?
After the
What are you
Campbell
what are you
win?
talking about?
I'm just saying, since you giving interpretations of everyone's motherfucking excitement after a win, what did Ryan's translate to? Body language expert?
Oh, can we talk? God, can we talk about this fight? We talking about the fight that happened last night.
I'm just saying,
Cap,
I'm trying to
if
cross
Bivol
reference
doesn't
here.
beat Better
I gotta
Beef, if
cross
Bivol
reference. You
doesn't
out
beat
here
Better
acting like
Beef,
you a body language
David
expert.
can't beat Better Beef.
You're not
Let
listening.
David stay down there and take that David Morrell smoke that you running from. Let him
Okay.
go take out David Morrell. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't try to come up here and fuck with these killers and you couldn't even stop Caleb Plant at 68, dog. And I'm not even trying to knock
Oh,
David.
so
Shout
you
out to
only
David.
win
But
fights
he
if you
ain't ready
stop
for better
people?
beef.
You only win fights if you stop people?
I ain't say that.
Oh, I.
I ain't say that. But you got to show something different if you're going to
And
go
let
up
me
to a
tell you.
division
And
above
let
and
me
fuck
tell
with
you.
somebody with a 100% knockout ratio.
Bruh.
Like, what are we talking about?
Bruh. Stop comparing Caleb Plant to Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev don't got those
what I want.
legs.
Yes, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that.
Silly, you
And
showing
I'm gonna
you a
compare
fucking
them.
rookie.
That's what I'm gonna
You
do.
showing you
You
a rookie.
showing your casual. You showing your
A fucking
casual.
rookie.
You showing your casual thinking Benavidez gonna go up and fuck with better beef.
Bruh, you
Stop
just
it.
don't see the style.
Stop.
You don't see the style.
We ain't seen
Anyway,
nothing in
your bell
Benavidez
rang,
that can
man. You
fuck with
haven't said
Morel.
much.
Better beef.
You haven't said much of anything interesting, and your bell did ring. So I was trying to you feel me?
There's only one.
LV, dudes rather call in to argue with me about my potential future opponent or who I think beats Beterbiev, then talk about the car. Like, what's wrong with this guy, man? Get that man a breakfast and a coffee, man. It's too early. LV, you gotta unmute.
TBV, how it sound?
Straight.
Oh, man, great performance from Beterbiev, man. Great performance. I definitely expected him to get the stoppage. Caleb Smith came up to 175. And, two impressive KOs, but not really knowing exactly those names, man. So I didn't expect him to go in with a unified champ, 100% KO percentage, and get the job done. I always thought Beterbiev was going to stop him, but he looked like he was more impressive than what I was expecting, man. Like not only is he powerful, man, he's very accurate with his punches. He's hitting the target, and like you said, that jab is something different, man. It's like a right hand coming at you. It was snapping Caleb Smith's head back every time he landed that jab. So yeah, man, Beterbiev is definitely a problem. Definitely doing his thing, man. I feel like he should be bigger, man. This is a casual fan dream right here, man. It's a casual fan dream what Beterbiev is doing. To be 20 and all 100% KO percentage, man. Like, I don't see how he's not bigger. But I mean, I can kind of see, with him being a foreigner, not really from America, not really talking as much. But I just feel like he should be bigger with what he's been able to do in the sport, man. He should be bigger, man. But I think it's only one fight to make at 175, man. Let's just hope WBC don't get in the way like they've been doing and try to get undisputed, man. Like Bivol did what he had to do on that day of reckoning card. Better read back active, doing what he just did to a. So I think it's no marination with this fight, man. I don't see how much bigger it could get. So let's hope we can get it this year. I don't know if it's one of the bigger fights as far as viewership or pay-per-view, but on a stylistic standpoint, this may be the best fight in the sport, man, from a stylistic standpoint, man. You got your boxer versus the puncher. And, I feel like we got to get it, man. So hopefully we can get that fight sometime this year. Saudi can do whatever they can to get these guys in the ring together. Because I really feel like on a style tip, this probably the best fight in the sport right now. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see if they can get it done. But yeah, man, Beterbiev is doing his thing, man. Like I say, he's not only is he powerful with his punches, but he's accurate. He's landing, and he's getting you up out of there. But I do think, I'm a side. If we do get the fight, I do think Bivol could probably get him, but it's definitely a 50-50 fight. I feel like it go either way. But yeah, there's no more marination with this one, man. We need this fight, man. One of the best stylistic fights in the sport. Maybe a Devin Tank could compete with that on a style tip, but I think this is it right here, man. So yeah, man, great performance from him. Excited to see exactly where they go from here, but like I said, no more marination with this one, man. We need the undisputed at 175 to get who is the man at 175 right now. So then both fighters being on the pound for pound list just gonna make it even better. And I think whoever come out on top could definitely, make a case for being top 5 pound for sure. But
Champ, that's the bell. In the United Kingdom, new caller. Who's this? Hello. All right. We tried. Baby Joker. Shit. My bad. Baby Joker. Baby Joker. Yo.
Yo, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What a dope fight. Shout out to fucking Kevin Smith. From the looks like of it, looks like you were kind of surprised because he looks sort of good in there versus the motherfucking Russian. Shout out fucking Arthur, the Russian HGH tank. I don't see anyone beating that motherfucker, bro, at all. And not no motherfucking David either. You're crazy. You trying to put him up there with that killer Ness. Why are you trying to do that? His dad already went through something when his brother got shot. You trying to put him in there with the Russian HGH tank? You're crazy. You're gonna fucking kill David up there, bro. Don't do that. Let David fight Canelo. or Morale, but not no motherfucking Arthur. Keep him away from Arthur, bro. I don't think I've in history. I don't know no Mexican American, no Ecuadorian, no Salvadorian that's ever beat a Russian in a ring. That's wildness. Don't do that to fucking David. The Maloney fight was fucking super entertaining. Super fucking entertaining. Some motherfuckers saying it's fight of the year already. It was a really great fight. I didn't watch the Billy fight. I missed that. I only got to catch the Maloney and the last fight between Arthur and Callum, bro. When is this Beterbiev versus Bivol supposed to be, Ness?
I'm sure we'll get an announcement by tomorrow. We'll have some news because tomorrow is the press conference for Anthony Joshua and Ngannou. So there'll be representatives there. Questions will be asked, and we'll get answers.
That's
But
great for
again,
boxing.
huh?
I said it's great for boxing because we've been asking for this fucking fight since
But again, we
ago.
interviewed the manager live on the show, and Vadim made it clear that they both had signed contracts and they both just had to win. So I'm sure it's its own main event. So it's all a matter of them announcing the date. And someone is saying we got to consider Ramadan. So we'll see.
So it'll probably be after that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shout out to boxing, bro. This whole month is nice. At the end, we got 2 more weeks, and we got fucking Munguia Ryder as well. It's a very fun.
Yeah,
first month
the
of the
only
year
one
for
that
us.
shit the bed was Virgil's opponent, but I guess
Well, that's all I got
Tony
today,
Weeks,
Ness.
really.
But yeah,
Tony Weeks.
shout out fucking Arthur. God damn, that dude can crack.
All right, champ.
All right, bro.
I guess it was more Tony Weeks than Virgil's opponent. You know what I mean? He didn't really want that fight stopped. Treese Toledo. Actually, Treese. Well, I don't see Kerry. Let me see. Kerry G, you sent the counter. I don't know. You're there, but you're not requesting. So maybe you're busy. In the meantime, in between time, Ohio.
Yo.
We hear you.
What up, though?
Chilling.
Man, I'm calling to eat my crow, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I've had picked Callum Smith, man. I'm a real nigga. We say when we wrong. I was wrong. I thought Callum would have extended the range more, but he got caught up and got sucked into the tornado. It better be if you feel me, and got stuck fighting that inside fight and got crumpled. But shit, I fuck with it. Better be and Bivol, that shit gotta happen now. I need to see it. But hey, Ness, what I really call it, I ain't gonna hold you. And Billy, I was not impressed with him, man. I don't know. I was thinking him and David Morrell. I still want to see him and Morrell, you feel me, lock horns at that 168. I like to see it. Just to cause Morrell needs some testing and Billy got fights under his belt. I need to see it. But damn, I ain't realized that Billy was that small, bro. Hey, was it just me, Ness, or did he look small at 168 compared to bro?
You mean short?
Like short, like just short, bro. Like small, just in general.
Didn't Beterbiev just show you how you don't win fights? So.
But it ain't. But nah. We're not gonna do that because Beterbiev, he look tall and statured. Like he's still, I don't know, bro. And Billy, and then it's like his style. It ain't like even with Mike Tyson, he was short as a heavyweight, but Billy don't present no movement like that. He a straight up and down fighter. You feel me? He I don't know, bro.
He's 5'9",
he ain't impressed me.
so he ain't the biggest, but Bud is 5'8", trying to fight Canelo. Canelo fought Bivol.
And Canelo is 5'8".
Yeah, but Canelo fought Bivol. Canelo fought Bivol. That's all I'm saying.
And we seen what happened. to Canelo, my nigga. That's my point. You see me? You making my point. I feel like Billy will get abused by Morrell now. From what you see me?
Heights don't win fights. Height don't win fights.
It don't. I'm just saying. You just gave me two terrible examples.
All right. Well, here goes a better example: Tank and Barrios.
All right, man. I just don't feel like Billy not punching like no Tank. I seen him landing flush on my man's Murdoch last night, and he ain't get him up out of there like he should have with the way some of that shit was landing. That's all I'm saying. It don't look like he punching like that, and it don't look like he presenting movement like that. And and Billy, I wasn't impressed. You feel me? But that Maloney and Sanchez fight, that shit was fantastic. That was one of them ones. I wish it could have been a draw so we can guarantee to see it again. I don't know what's going, but they talking about Maloney gonna try to avenge his brother Nakatani against what the Jontile nigga is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. I ain't watched the post fight.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I like to see that. But that Maloney and Sanchez shit, that was a good ass fight. But hey man,
That's
y'all
the
know what the
bell,
fuck
champ.
going on. Y'all be cool. Shout out Toledo, Ohio. Shout out TBV, man. Go Pack, go.
Stone Bone, what up?
What up? What up? What up?
What's good?
Yeah, man, good fight, man. Beterbiev look like Beterbiev. He's not some flashy. He's not, to me I'm trying to think. To me, he reminds me of like when Klitschko was running through the heavyweights. Just like that type of guy. He's a little more assertive at times than like the Klitschko, who was a little bit more boring. But to me, it just seems like that same type of thing. But I remember when he had Vozick and all them guys up there, they just was taking them forever to fight each other. And this has took so long to unify this division, or to get it done. I'm glad His Excellency going to step in and get this done, because I thought that they were just going to keep never fighting each other. I thought it was like Russian pride or something that they wouldn't go fight each other or something. Like remember Canelo was like he ain't fighting no Mexicans. I thought it had come to that, how they were acting, but I guess we'll get to see it. And be honest, Ness, I think David beat both of them dudes. At this point, Bivol, that last fight, Bivol showed you that he fights to levels. He ain't really got nothing on them punches. Like, he's a great boxer, but he ain't got what Beterbiev got. He don't got a killer instinct. He don't go after it. He'll do some things, have some good moments, but he don't go after it. So I believe David would put hands on both of them at this point. Beterbiev is probably 40 years old. He's a little bit flat-footed at times. He's cuttable. You see him get cut a lot. I think David can beat him at this point. And Bivol, I think Bivol would have a lot of issues with David hand speed. He was able to deal with Canelo trying to wait on him and counter him with one shot, but that ain't what David gonna be doing. David gonna be throwing big shots, hand speed, fast jabs. That's a difficult fight. Anytime a top guy is moving from, it's only one division. Everybody talking about this kill shit. Like people gonna die just moving up one division. How you gonna get David killed moving up one division that he passed he fight at that division in the gym every camp? How you gonna get killed at that division? All right, man, this shit is crazy.
Stone Bone, Colorado, appreciate you calling in. Yeah, that's a damn good point. I ain't even look at it that way. Damn good point, man. He's in sparring everybody at that weight, and he brings in people from that weight. That's a damn good point. Kerry G, gonna be hard to follow that up, huh? Counterpunch.
Hello.
Welcome back.
90 seconds.
Hey. So yeah, a lot of the Eastern European dudes actually, when they be celebrating post fight, do that stuff. So I've seen it with
Yeah, that
Usyk
dude
and a couple of those
Hamzat,
like
right? What about the UFC dude? Don't
yeah,
he do that shit? The one that beat
yeah,
McGregor?
yeah, all those because like things like the homeboy's not actually like Russian, he's like Chechen. So like that's what they reiterated like now like in two fight intros they've done that. And it's like they all there and they're like right above the Middle East and stuff. A lot of them when they celebrate do that, and he's Muslim, so it makes sense. It's not like that. Like you see them do that all the time. But Cal Smith was like a really game opponent, so it's like now like I have to, because of him like doing that to him, like, and how Cal Smith fought that. I think a lot of other people taking them shots at 175, because like I was like he looked good at 175 to me. I think some of us should like give some credit for that shit. And I think a lot of other people at that weight would have been like really in trouble from the things that he was having the few successes with. So now I have to give like credence to Beterbiev having that he's the only champ because they kept reiterating that and I'm like whatever, but like this fight made me be like okay now I have to give some credence to like he is the only champ with a 100% knockout ratio, so he's gonna be a tough challenge for anyone. He can be stationary. I don't think it's necessarily like flat-footed when he's in there, but he turtles up nicely and then he does have that switch like he switches those feet really quick and is able to like generate again. Like he's been conservative with the punches. I think he could easily have one punch put you to sleep, but that's why he's maintaining that energy. And he's just like, I'm just gonna keep throwing these medium hard fucking punches all day long and conserving that energy. I know I'm this old. Y'all keep mentioning it to me, motherfucker. He hears this shit. So he's just being really like kind of like Floyd economical to me with just like managing his cardio. Like not Floyd skills or anything like that, like those two different skill sets, but he's being really economical with that shit. So I think that's why, like, just like how Tank's always keeping his power throughout the fight, because he throws the least amount of punches of all active boxers, and people like want to use that against him. But it's just like right now he's like has a higher accuracy rating than Floyd had, and Floyd had the highest for like the longest at like 42. Dude, that's what he said. So it's like I think this dude like his accuracy improved this fight, and I don't think he actually hits behind the head on purpose because they didn't want to mention that during the broadcast. But it's like these dudes put themselves in that position I see a lot. They're not expecting like a jab or these other punches that don't look like anything's loaded up on them to hurt, and then they duck and get in like, oh shit, and he's already in combination. So like that's just like, you know, you got to figure out after you keep watching that against them, you got to figure out some other way to like dodge, pivot than just trying to duck in and come in on a guy who's smaller than you and like denser than you. So I don't think he's actually a dirty fighter like that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I seen some shots. I wouldn't say they were fully behind the head, but Callum also was lower in his head, man. I mean, a guy that's 6'3" shouldn't have his head in a position where, you know, Beterbiev is able to punch down. It just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, we have to consider the fighter probably putting himself in that situation. But Tip Bellis, what up?
Yeah, the fuck next. I'm gonna jump in, jump out, jump right back in.
Sure. We're gonna try this UK caller again. UK to this day. You there?
Certainly, I would love to get back on and promote. So, yeah, man, he should.
Okay, so he's listening to the show in the background. Champ, I've gone to you twice. Maybe you can be on a 15-second delay, and you know after you hear this that we've tried you. You're a international number. Maybe I'm saying in UK and I'm wrong, but definitely 444. And then you know, Tip Bellis, what is up? Tip. Yeah, whatever you did didn't work, champ. Tip, jump out. Let's see, man. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, go ahead and do so. We're trying to get to 1 million subscribers. Hitting that thumbs up is obviously going to activate the algorithm. Let them know we getting it on and popping over here. We got Richard, $2. Ness, Al is Beterbiev advisor. Him and David can happen. Well, let's make it happen. Leonard Sterling, $2. Bivol agreed, signed. Beterbiev ain't negotiated yet. LV Slugger, counterpunch. That would be insane. Look, Turkey LSG said he's happy with the outcome, so all he got to do is offer Beterbiev the bag. LV.
Hello, TBV.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hit on the Benavidez. You were talking about that. You know, I always thought Bivol we would get the undisputed fight before, you know, we was able to see a Benavidez Beterbiev, but I'm already on record, you know, the back call, they really hate me saying that. I mean, a few guys, you know, I got Benavidez beating a Bivol, you know what I mean? You know, Benavidez been at 168 his whole career. You know what I mean? You know,
Wait, you talking Bivol or you talking Beterbiev?
Yeah, no, I know it. I know what you're talking Beterbiev. Yeah, you got him beat, but I'm just putting this out there. Like I got him beating Bivol, so I could definitely see him beating Beterbiev, and I got Bivol beating Beterbiev. So, I just what my thing with Benavidez, his output, man. We never seen a guy that big really with that kind of output in that division. He's steady throwing them punches, steady coming forward. And we seen him have problems on the scale before. I feel like once he get that opportunity to finally fill out and move up another 7 pounds, I think the power may be, even greater, and he's gonna be able to just look a lot better. Similar to how Devin Haney looked. At 135, he could accomplish undisputed, but went straight up to 140 at a champion and 12 zipped him, and we all seen how powerful, how bigger he 40. So I feel like it'll be the same thing with Benavidez once he gets up there 175, not having to suck down to 160. I definitely feel like he can beat those top guys at 175 as well. So yeah, I don't think it's that big of a but it's a what's the word I'm looking like people saying like he can't do it. Like I definitely think he can go up there and beat those guys at 175, but we got to see it. Bivol better be better than 175 their whole career. So, it's kind of hard for the fans to see, but I can definitely see Benavidez, like I said, moving up and not having to drain itself so much and fill out. The power will be there, and the output I feel like it'd be just as good as it is now. So, yeah, man, I think Benavidez, if he get up there, he beat those guys as well. So, yeah, man, I'm with you with that. Bivol better be. Absolutely, I think he could beat both. But the undisputed fight before he gets up there. But and another thing, like Benavidez ain't got to fight Morrell. I'm not big on that. I mean, if they do it, okay. But Morrell is only 10 fights in, bro. Like Benavidez been there his whole career, 20 plus fights. Like, is he really gonna get his credit if he was to stop a Morrell? Let Morrell. I'd like the Morrell with on the undercard, the co-main and Billa. I like that fight for him. Be a nice little fight, undefeated Olympian. So yeah, let's see Morrell and something like that, or in a Utatsuki or something. At least a former world champion before just jumping in there with Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, he only got 10 fights. So how much credit is Benavidez really gonna get for that? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I really got. But yeah, Benavidez can definitely go up to 175 and beat both champions. But yeah, that's my call.
All right, champ. Tip, trying you again.
Yo.
What up?
All right. Damn, I don't know why the volume's so low. Yo, man. That last night, man, I'm upset, bruh. I'm upset. The UK got another robbery. This shit gotta stop, man. Maloney lost that fight, and they gave that boy a gift, 116, 112, and that shit was unbelievable, bruh.
He from
I'm trying.
Australia.
The dude got outworked at least 3 of the last 4 rounds, and if you look at the scorecards, it's just unbelievable what that shit said. Especially like in the mid rounds, they had Maloney winning like I guess like 4 or 5 rounds. Like 2 judges had Maloney winning like 4 or 5 rounds in the middle of the fight. And it's like, yo, these rounds are going back and forth. I don't know, bruh. But I know Timboski gonna counter off that, you know what I'm saying? Because the UK looking bad this year, man. Y'all looking real bad. Uh better be,
Do you
man.
know that Maloney
I ain't gonna
lives?
lie.
You know,
I don't see
hey,
beating
hey,
Bivol.
Tip.
Yo,
You do know Maloney is from Australia, right?
man, listen, he's English Australian, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm putting it. He's an English Australian. But look, uh better be, yeah, I don't see better be beating Bivol, bro. I just think Bivol's too much, man. Well, once he active, his output is just gonna keep it's gonna keep better Beaver away, bro. He's just not gonna be able to get inside and do what he want to do. It's gonna be a tough fight for him. Christian and Billy, uh, and Billy is not ready for any top level dude at 168, bro. That's the just truth of the matter. He's gonna get countered and he's gonna get put down because he leaves himself too open. Everything's wide, is not sharp. You know what I'm saying? Tight. Yeah, especially when you fighting a counter puncher, bro. And then like when he's not active, he's not throwing. And if you fighting a dude like Benavidez, bro, he's just gonna put his body weight on you. And that's gonna tire you down even more. So now you really using more energy than you expected to use, especially with the way he fights, because he loads up on everything. Everything is a power punch. Dude threw what they said over 160 power punches against Murdoch. That's just crazy. But yeah, man, that's it. And Jay Billy, bro, yo, you gotta chill with talking about you see something different in fighters who drop to their knees after fights, bro. That's crazy. Like you gotta stop that shit. I don't know what's up with you, bro. Fucking around in that back call, y'all acting different.
Hey yo,
All right.
and then I asked him like, yo, since you a body language expert, you know what that mean? What do it mean when Ryan straddled his trainer? Why you
No,
bringing up Ryan?
he said that in the chat last week, and I was like, I don't think anybody caught it. I was quoting it. Jay Billy said, "Yo, Ness, I see something different in a fighter that drops to his knees," and I was like, "Yo, what does that even mean, bro?" I was like,
You funny as hell. Hey yo, let me get to Chad, Canada.
Yo, Ness, how are you, man?
Straight. How are you?
I I'm glad you're still in the country. I don't know, man. People were like trolling last night. I was looking at something. People were saying that you were deported. You were deported to DR or something like that.
I
It was
wish.
hilarious. It was
Fuck.
hilarious because somebody said it, and then everybody started like asking, like, "Is it true? Is that true? Did that happen?" It was hilarious. Anyway, last night was great. I only was able to watch the main event. I had a family thing happening, so but I was glad I did. And it went the way I figured it would. I mean, I think Smith deserved a lot of credit going into the fight, but that went full circle, and people started going too far. You know, and then people were just flat out Colin Smith to win, and I think that went a little far. He definitely deserved credit, probably more than a lot of people gave him. But that was the outcome I expected. As far as it goes with Bivol, I mean, I can't see if we get the same Beterbiev, then I expect him to do the same thing to Bivol. You know, Bivol. It's true. Like he's an excellent boxer, and I do believe he might be able to keep him off him for 5-6 rounds. But he'll be taking a lot of shots. He'll be taking heat through all that, and eventually he'll get broken down. Like Bivol, one caller just said it. Like the power at the end of the day, it's not really there. Like, of course, there's strength and power to what he does, but the real power to keep a guy like Beterbiev off of him, to hurt a guy like Beterbiev, and get yourself catch your breath for a minute. I don't know if Bivol's got that. I mean, if he does and he can show us something, we might get the fight a real classic, a real classic. And but yeah, Maloney. I know a lot of guys that thought Maloney was going to get upset. And how did you see that fight? And that's just like generally speaking. I still need to go watch the highlights.
Bro, I didn't watch that fight either. I was traveling from Vegas to Florida, so
Got you.
I only watched and Billy finished up today and Better Beef today. Yesterday I watched the first couple of undercards, the one with Matthew, who I really like, and the one before that.
Matthew is a guy that we've watched come up through, like me and my sons. We've watched him through the amateur system up here, and he's known up here. We know him. So I'm really looking forward to him as a pro. I really hope they can develop him that their plans for him come through, and we can see him on a bigger stage, and that things come the way that they seem like they're going to with him. I hope he stays healthy and can progress. But dude, I want to just say that Quebec crowd showed up. No, I heard they were there for the whole undercard. That the place was packed. Is that what you're hearing and seeing?
I can't confirm or deny, bro, but I can confirm that there was 10,000 in attendance, which is definitely not a bad number. Shakur does that. So yeah, man. Can't get mad at that, man, as long as they making money. Listen, in Canada, there's always been a draw. It's like I said earlier, you had John Pascal, then you had Adonis Stevenson, you had Lucien Boutte. You always had someone drawing Americans and other boxers from different countries to Canada for a big fight. And you had television. HBO loved Canada. So hopefully Billy can take those reins because this was a Artur Beterbiev main event. You know what I mean? Nike Hendricks.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Shouts out to the boxing boys. Shouts out Nance, Danny, the whole squad. What a hell of a night of boxing we had last night. I had to go on and pay my damn $11 to watch that card. Man, better be fucking monster, man. That guy's a monster. And it's crazy because Kalen was hitting him with some good check left hooks, like some good ones, man. Like, he caught him with a couple flush ones, but it was like, damn, it ain't doing nothing to him. Like, he walking through them shits like a Terminator. Like, oh, shit. Him and Bivol, it's going to be a tough one, but I like Bivol to win it, but he ought to stay on that bike, man. That's what it seems like. Shit, because Caleb Smith, well, I feel like he fucked up, too. He was giving up his range, like, to the shorter fighter. He was inside too much. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, fight inside to let him know, hey, you can't just always walk me down, but keep your range, man. You the taller fighter. Caleb Smith, what, like 6'3", 6'2"? So shit, man. And Arthur better be 5'10", 5'11". He gave up too much range, man. Like, but and then people be talking about saying rabbit punches and shit. Y'all gotta look at it like this, man. The man wasn't trying to punch him in the back of the head on purpose, or if he did get hit like that. It be these motherfuckers who turn their whole body or turn their head, and then all of a sudden now you done got hit in the back of the head or hit in the back, like towards the back area of your ribs and shit. Like, you turning your whole body in your head. Like, damn, man. The man not a dirty fighter, man. Like, I didn't heard that shit. I ain't hear it today on your show, but last night I was watching a couple different boxing podcasts here and there about the after the fight. Some people saying he a dirty fighter. Like, what the fuck? That man kept turning his head, getting hit in the back of the head. I hear dirty fighter. Like, nigga, keep your head up. Learn how to slip punches the right way. Like, damn. And man, but I like this fight with him and Bivol. Turkey Ali Sheik. It looked like he gonna deliver us this, man. He delivered us that great heavyweight card. So shit, man. Hopefully we get this fight, him and Bivol. I like Bivol, unanimous decision, or I'm gonna go out on a limb and say from Better Be trying to rush Bivol stoppage in the ninth. That's my call, man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. We are full members only mode on the live chat. If you want to unlock the live chat to be free for all, we got to get them thumbs up to 500. I'm tired of asking. Y'all hating. So yeah, it's members only until my likes is right. We going out the for Shorely. What up?
Top of the morning, big dog.
Buenos dias.
Oh, safe flights to you. And everything went cool.
Everything good.
There you go. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. I like Lil Matthew. That's how you say his name, Matthew.
I thought it was Matthew, but I hear you,
Matthew.
champ. Get fancy.
I know you got the little French in him, Matthew, Pepper Matthew. You know what I mean? He was smooth, man. He was looking good. He was hitting. He was hitting. My man with some good shots. They said he was a shoe store manager and shit. I'm like, man, he came over there to grab some cash and cut turf. I seen. Not bad. I thought he was actually gonna get the KO, but I think what they only have 4 rounds, or was it a 6 rounder, 4 rounder, 6 rounder? I can't remember, but
Nah,
I
I
know it
thought
was
it was a
short.
4 rounder. Let me double
Yeah, I
check.
know it was short. If it wasn't 4, if he would have had a 6, he'd have got him. He'd have got him. 2 more rounds. Either way, he'd have put a stop to him. But he got some good experience in there. And then and Billy, man, he got a saucy double uppercut. He got a saucy double uppercut. He was using some angles. You could see the potential that he has. He's talking about, I know he's number 1 contender for Canelo and 2 for 2 of the belts, but you got to chill for a minute, man. You sitting right there, and everybody knows the phone booth. You can't fuck with Canelo, man. Stop that shit. You got to get a couple more fights in, get some more experience. I ain't gonna say nothing about the Maloney guy. It should have been a 14 down the board. They should have ran that back if they wanted to do that. I know he was champ, but nigga, the damn, what's her name? Her name is Layla. I forgot her last name. She had to avenge that loss. I watched her shit. She was doing her thing, and then somebody else asked about the stands. They showed up
Oh, his
during the
first name
undercard.
is Wilkins. Wilkins, and you're right. It is spelled like it could sound like that. Matthew.
Because that's the Matthew. If I was from B-more, you know what I mean? It didn't sound regular. Matthew. Bootial, Layla Boudwow. I don't know. You know what I mean? They
I
had
know you're
some,
talking about the
yeah.
129 pounder, 10-1 at the
Yeah,
time.
man, she won the fight, but that girl is her kryptonite, man. I seen her get frustrated in there. She did a good job, but man, can I throw you a 5-piece?
You got it.
All right, for sure. And then just jumping back really quick to the Arthur, man. I can't wait to see him and Bivol go at it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be something that we've all been waiting for. But I don't know why people acting like get ready to do your soundbite, man. I don't know why people quit acting like Arthur got all this power and Beterbiev ain't got nothing to do his Dougie on him. That's crazy. And we hear it all the time, man. He ain't got enough power to keep him off. I don't know what he talking about. He ain't got enough power to keep him off. You said the same thing about Devin and Regis. He ain't got enough power to keep him off.
Yeah, I mean,
Look.
somebody's gonna get mad that you comparing a unified champ to Regis. I mean, just the subtle difference is the jab, bro. His jab is like a fucking right hand. He's got a
It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
It's powerful. And what they say, Spence said the same thing to Terrence. What you gonna do to keep me off? They said the same fucking shit. And you know what I mean? You can't confuse and let your eyes get you confused that these guys that he's fighting are the same fighters that Bivol is. So, he has his own tricks too. You seen how Smith came out. He came out body, came out top. I'm like, okay, if he continues to fight like this, he'll be able to do something. Dude just got overzealous and tried to go in there and get too excited because he's like, oh shit, I'm landing some shit. Yeah, you can't do that against this dude. Otherwise, he gonna eat you up. But we did see Beterbiev square up his body, and Callum came and caught him with something nice underneath. Did you see that? And stopped him in his track, and he kind of looked at him, and the bell rang. I don't know if you've seen that. I wish I would have marked the match,
I ain't
the
see
round
that.
down.
I can't recall that.
I think it was 5. I did tweet out that 4. I see something coming in 4, and that was right before the bell even rang. I'm like, man, I just have a feeling something's gonna happen in the 4th, and you seen what happened in the 4th to my man. But I think round 5 he caught him with something, right at the end of the bell. He was squared up. He had his body, he does that weird square up shit, and he had his body was perfect. Dude, Smith hit him with something underneath, stopped him right in his track, and he just looked at him like, oh shit. The fuck? I just got caught with something. I'm like, all right, cool. But you seen what happened after that. So if he keeps his game plan all right, keep his head on in, don't get overzealous, overconfident. That's how you beat this guy. You know what I mean? You can't let up. And man, I hope everybody have a great day. I'm at work, so I appreciate you taking this call in, dog. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you, man. You know it ain't no show if y'all don't call in. We need 500 likes to unlock the live chat. You know what I'm saying? Once we get to 500, we'll get that nice and free for anybody that wants to chat. Also, we are open on Discord and Twitter Spaces, landline rocking and rolling. We got Super Max. What up?
Yo, what up, Ness?
How are you?
Good, brother. You out in Florida right now?
You know it.
Dang,
Yo,
man. It's 2 degrees over here in Texas where I'm at right now.
bruh, my man, like the last dude said, "Yo, safe travel. Did you fly and all that shit?" Like I ain't got 2 English bulldogs that can't fly. I had to drive, bro. I thought of you when I drove through. What is it, Amarillo?
Oh, bro, you was 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, the thing is, I wasn't gonna stop. You know me. I'm a
Yeah, no,
man on a
shit, I
mission when
wouldn't
I'm
have.
on that road. And you feel me? It was freezing in Phoenix, bro. It was -5 degrees when I went through Arizona.
Yeah, it's like
Insane,
2 or 3 degrees here, -14 wind chill. I'm not used to this shit.
bro.
You should have stopped in Amarillo and took me with you. It's too damn cold.
I had to dip off, man. It's just, yo, Vegas is getting crazy right now. The wind and the cold, I was out. And my lady, man, she's been missing her house, so we had to come out here.
Yeah, for sure. But no, good night of fights last night. I only got to catch the end of the Mobili fight and the Beterbiev and Callum fight. You know, credit to people who are sleeping on this fact. Callum had never been dropped in the amateurs or the pros, man. So that was impressive by
I mean,
Beterbiev. I actually
I think that that's
I
going
thought
over our head only because I mean I know I cut you off so you didn't hear all that. I said I think that's only going over our head because he's already powerful. So it's like we expect you to get the knockout, let alone a knockdown. But that
yeah,
is an
but
interesting stat, you know.
Callum was in there tough and he took a beating, you know, from Canelo. And I know the power's not the same, but still, you know, uh Callum Smith fought those last 3 rounds on pure heart and balls. Um, you know, I thought he had a good chance, but just Beterbiev just it seems like even his pity pat punches can hurt you, which is crazy. That I don't even think Triple G had that kind of power in his big run, you know. But I'm excited to see the Bivol fight. I heard Bob Arum say it would be 3 months after Ramadan, so I'm thinking July. That's that's just based off what Bob Arum told Osuna after the fight. Which, if we get it this year, that's great. And I'm excited for the possible matchups between Beterbiev and Bivol and Benavidez. Um, Truth be told, I don't think Canelo could beat Beterbiev, and I don't. We saw what happened with Bivol. He maybe has a slight shot still against Benavidez, but I think he's let David get too much experience, and that's going to be a really, really tough fight. But the round robin of those three would be interesting. I think the one I want to see the most is Benavidez and Beterbiev because they both showed vulnerability. They've both been dropped, and their styles just match up perfect. Ness, that's a match made in heaven. That's that old irresistible first force versus irresistible first force versus immovable object. They're both going to come forward. They're both pressure fighters. They both punch in between punches and both have the ability to be hurt and hurt you. So that's something I'd be looking forward to see one day. But all three of those fights, regardless who wins, let's get them all. Those are great fights, and it's just been a great run of boxing here in the last quarter of last year, first quarter this year, Chan. That's all I got, man. Enjoy that sunny weather.
All right, champ. Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Hawk, Maryland. What up, OG? They calling me OG. I gotta call you double OG at this point. What up, champ? Hawk.
Can you hear me?
Now, yes, we can.
All right, TBV, what up, Ness?
What up with you?
Ain't too much. Hey, man, I ask you just a little quick question. What you get the best weather at? You be in Florida and Vegas. Which one is the best when you out there?
So I would prefer Florida's weather, but that's because I'm more Caribbean. You feel me? And it's
Gotcha.
because I can't think of the weather without thinking of the location, right? So even though Vegas got good weather, they don't got beaches. Florida got beaches.
Yeah. Okay. No shit. No shit. Okay. Okay. I was just wondering because them two hot, them two great spots that you at. What I'm about to say? The better be fight. Yeah. I got to eat the crow, but I am a made a believer because I never really watched Better Be fight. He can really fight. He can box. When you see a dude short like a dude short like that using the jab better than the tall dude. I mean, Mike Tyson used to do that. Out jab dudes taller than him. That he's pretty good. But I don't see David Benavidez beating him because you're not beating him coming forward. David coming forward. I still like Beterbiev in that fight though, because Beterbiev he's not going to force his position. He's going to do what it takes to win. His legs are his best defense. Bivol just got legs. He got them legs. So I like that fight. I want to see him against Bivol. That's the fight still. Now, but anybody else, nah, I can't see nobody coming forward that's going to beat Bivol. Better be David Benavidez. He's a dynamic fighter with a hell of a lot of punches, but it's obvious when you watch that guy fight, you're not going to beat him coming forward like that and out. You're just not. The dude got a chin. The dude got a chin and a head big as the damn ring. His head big as on the what? But his skills is I don't see no boxer coming forward beating him. It's gonna have to be Bivol. I got Bivol. I'm gonna stick with Bivol on that fight. That's gonna be a good fight because Bivol moves. He's got the legs for it. Every time Canelo came at Bivol with whatever shot he came with, Bivol stepped out of the reach of Canelo. He steps out of the reach of these guys. But only thing is that the Arthur he's so persistent. Artur he's so persistent. So that's the fight. That's the fight. I want to see Bivol and Artur go at it because I don't see nobody that's coming forward beating that guy. That's my call. TBV, you're number one.
Hawk, appreciate you. We going out to Rocky.
Yo, yo.
Yo,
What up,
yo.
Ness? What up, TVB?
Chilling. Good morning.
Good morning, buenos dias. Yo, it was a good night of fights, man. I really like the fights in Canada, man. They turn up. Like somebody was saying earlier, like even the undercard fights, they had people in that stadium, so it's a good atmosphere. For me, the fight of the night was that Maloney and Sanchez. Your boy Manny Robles, he's on fire, man. Sanchez, he put on a hell of a performance. Like it was back and forth. It was times where I thought Sanchez was gonna come away with it, and then Maloney just made an adjustment. Like they both were going back and forth. 116 was a little wide on the scorecards, but it's like if you gave Maloney all the close rounds, I can see it. Some people think 114, 114. I have no idea. I stopped scoring it, man. At a certain point, I was like, man, I'm gonna let the judges do their job because it's a tough one. He definitely made Inouye and my boy Emmanuel Rodriguez look good because Maloney showed grit, man. But yeah, that was the fight of the night for me. And Billy, he's a fun fighter. You know, I want to see him in there with anybody who, it'll be a good fight. Is he gonna be at the top of that division? I doubt it. Just because he's limited, but as long as that comes last, whatever fight he's in is gonna be good. Moving on to the main event with Better Beef. I don't know if you're aware. I don't know if anybody said it earlier, but the ring was only 18 by 18. Not saying that
Yeah, they said it
Better
earlier,
Beef.
but Bivol won't
Yeah,
agree to that term. We could forget that. I doubt Bivol and his team, they're too experienced to agree to that small ring.
absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be bigger, but like you were saying earlier, But Bivol kind of don't really use lateral movement. So if he's gonna move straight back, eventually he's gonna touch them ropes anyway. So I'm interested in seeing it. I still kind of slightly favor Bivol because he does control that range good with his jab and just some little half steps back.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, man, that Beterbiev is a beast. So yeah, man, that's all I got, Ness. I appreciate you taking my call, man. Shout out TBV.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. We right back at it tomorrow. Don't forget, you already know. Days Wagwan. Days, where you from out there, yo? Oh, I think he said Kingston already, right? I think he did tell us Kingston one time. Listen, if you're trying to get your voice heard, now is the time. The number to call is actually down because they only give you 4 hours live stream power. You feel me? We did that, been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? We rock out over here. So now if you want to call in, you got to use Twitter Spaces and or Discord to keep rocking and rolling. Days, what up? Invite sent. About to get left. Welcome to the champ level, the boxing ambassador.
Yeah.
What up? What up with you?
What it do, my boy?
Chilling, chilling.
That's man, I tried to tell you, bruh. I called it, bro. I told you, bruh. Y'all was saying, oh, I don't know, he's 38 years old, he's getting old. I don't know, man. Beterbiev is a beast, bruh. Man, Beterbiev is that nigga, bruh. Beterbiev is a Terminator in the boxing ring, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was gonna beat the shit out of Callum Smith, but I ain't gonna lie though, I do gotta keep it 100 with you, Ness. Beterbiev was a dirty ass fighter, bruh.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of punches to the back of the head, and then he did this one
Let me ask
uppercut,
you
and I don't
something.
think he did this on
Let
purpose.
me ask you something.
Huh?
Why
Yeah.
is a dude 6'3" getting hit behind the head?
I don't know, bro. I
Nah,
mean, the
you
ref was.
know. You
I
know
mean, the
why.
ref
You
was.
know why. Tell him stop bending down in fear so much. Now he fought with heart, so I'm not trying to say he was scared, but trying to avoid shots, he ducked down further than he needs to. There's no reason that Beterbiev should be punching down on a dude 6'3's head. It's just not even logical, bro. Like he was ducking down. Y'all gotta admit that.
And the ref wasn't doing nothing about it. So if the ref not doing nothing about it, I mean, I can't blame Beterbiev for continuing to do it. You know what I'm saying? But yo, there was this one uppercut he threw, Ness, and he actually hit Smith in his esophagus, my nigga.
Yeah,
He threw an
yeah.
uppercut at that nigga's
Yeah, but that's
esophagus. Man. He
legal.
backed
That's
up that nigga.
legal. That's legal. Like that ain't his fault that your throat is in the way of your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh well. And again, how do you land that uppercut? Because Smith had his fucking head down.
Yep. That's it, bro. Smith ain't gonna be able to call for the rest of the year, bro. I know he got a
Bruh,
rock in his throat right now.
no,
Bruh.
rocking his though. He better be hope that he ain't fucking break his voice box and his voice don't change, bro. He could have swallowed his Adam's apple. Bro, I seen him take that shot and they played that shit on replay and made it even look more gruesome because his throat, the Adam's apple, his Adam's apple bounced around like a speed bag for a second. I was like, oh shit, that shit hurt my throat.
Oh God, that's that nigga whole throat did the Harlem Shake. That's
it sure did.
Yeah, man. So, I can't wait to see Beterbiev versus Bivol, man. If that happens this year, I want to go ahead and say this. I do believe that's going to be the fight of the year because you got two Russian guys, man, that they just don't back down. And I understand that Bivol is the more technical fighter, and I see a lot of people are going to pick him to be the favorite. But I got Beterbiev knocking Bivol out. Round 8, 9, or 10, I got Bivol stopping. I got Beterbiev stopping Bivol. I just think Beterbiev just punches too hard, man. He throw them nets. When he throw them bitches nets, he don't stop.
Yeah, I hear
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I mean, it's Bivol's fight to lose, man. He's the boxer. He just gonna have to box, but I don't know that he got the feet. I don't know that he got the feet.
Yep, I got Beterbiev beating David Benavidez too. Now I'll say this: I think David has a better chance of beating Better Beef because they both punch really hard and they throw them bitches. They throw a lot of combination. But I got Better Beef stopping David too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Better be one of my favorite fighters right now, Ness. No cap. But yo, Ness, that Canadian nigga, what's his name, bruh? And what's his name, Ness? M Billy?
Yeah.
How you say his name?
You said it.
I like that nigga, Ness. I like Ness. That was my first time seeing him fight. I like that nigga, bruh. That nigga, he is a tough fighter. And one thing I saw last night, he gets hit a lot, but when he hits back, he hits hard. That's another hard hitter, man. And I think if he can make some adjustments, if he can just tighten up his defense and stop getting hit so much, I think he could be, one of the next niggas that's really gonna be like a contender, man. Because he got a lot of potential, man. I can see him being a champion.
So you saying he could beat David Morrell?
Possibly, yeah, it's possible. In my opinion, I think it's possible. I can see it. I can see it, yeah. But hey, salute to TBV, man, the number one boxing podcast in the motherfucking world. Shout out to my nigga Nestor Gibbs. We out. Let's get it.
Salute. Days, appreciate you, man. Thank you for calling in. That looks like we got to everybody. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We right back at you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Arrivederci.